Los Angeles It's all you. It's all you, Joey. Hey, put me in there. Text me. Hey, Rocky, text me, Joey. Don't worry. Give the trophy to Joey. All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, hello and how are you? And welcome to the 2008 Battle of Los Angeles tournament. I myself, Excalibur, Commissioner of Food and Beverage and bell ringing apparently, joined here on commentary by senior PWG official Rick Knox. Rick, great to have you here for this tournament and to have you here in the commentary booth.
Oh, absolutely my pleasure, Excalibur. I'm tickled to death. I'm about to piss my pants. I'm so excited.
Wow. And what a great way to kick off the tournament here between two youngsters and two men, despite their young age, both very, very experienced in the art of professional wrestling. Chuck Taylor and TJ Perkins.
Absolutely. TJ Perkins, you know, has been around about 8 years now. I was there when he started his training. I was there when he had his first match. It's been just a pleasure to watch this kid grow, excel as a professional wrestler. He's been all over the world. He doesn't have much more to accomplish in this sport, but here's the future for TJ looks so bright. And Chuck Taylor too, same thing. Don't know much about him other than he comes out of Shakara and speaking of very high praise throughout the nation.
Well, Chuck Taylor coming out of Kentucky, actually, which is quite like Chikara, as they are both backwards and they sleep with their sisters there. No, I mean no harm to Chikara. But Chuck Taylor getting in the head of TJ Perkins early on here. Perkins goes for the back elbow. Chuck Taylor, actually, he's been wrestling for about 4 or 5 years, if I'm not mistaken, so he is no stranger to the sport. TJ Perkins crowned the youngest old-timer in the business because, as you mentioned, Rick Knox, he does have 7-8 years of experience, but he's only 23 years old. He's been wrestling since he's been 15 years of age professionally.
Yeah, it's just amazing what he's accomplished in such a short time at such a young age. As the fans can attest here, he's a pleasure to watch. I know he's kind of taken this cocky turn the last several months where he's kind of thrown the rule book out a little bit, which is disappointing.
Much to your dismay, yeah.
Absolutely, but he's still a tremendous competitor, and I expect him to go into the
TJ Perkins, was that a thumb to the eye?
I wouldn't doubt it.
Cutting corners here, European uppercut, and TJ Perkins. This is his first Battle of Los Angeles, but the third that he's been announced for. The previous two tournaments that he had been announced for, he was injured prior to the tournament, was unable to compete, so this is his first year, and he's really looking to capitalize on it, and but he has got a tough task ahead of him with Chuck Taylor. Chuck Taylor, you see, going springboarding up and over the top, and what is this? Chuck Taylor tricked TJ Perkins into tying him up and playing some mind games here with Perkins. He's guiding him around.
Wow, look at that.
Taylor showing off some great agility. Captures him in a head scissors, and the fans very appreciative of Chucky T's efforts.
Referee Aaron Hassan right there. Good to see Aaron Hassan back. I don't think he's been in a PWG ring in probably well over a year. He's looking like a lean, mean fighting machine out there.
Aaron Hassan dropped 30 pounds since his last PWG appearance. That is, he is the biggest loser in my eyes, absolutely. In more ways than one.
And every time he's at a PWG event, it brings laughter to the locker room. Maybe not intentionally, but it does.
Right you are, Rick Knox, as TJ Perkins struggling to get out of that head scissors applied by Chuck Taylor. Taylor, you can see really wrenching in on the neck of Perkins. Perkins bridging back, very high bridge for Perkins as he is trying to escape out of it. He was bringing the ankles of Taylor together, trying to loosen up that grip, but now in the headstand, Satoru Sayama style,
wow.
Original Tiger Mask.
Look at that.
He's out of it.
Oh, right back in.
And Chuck Taylor pops him right in.
Amazing. That was amazing. I tell you what, TJ, he's got right here. His head's between the legs of Chuck Taylor, but just look at this. He's gonna get out of it. I know he's gonna get out of it.
If he didn't get out of it, that would be pretty surprising. I think that would be this first round match, the first match of the tournament. It's a Block C matchup, but it would end in I would say about 3.5 minutes to ground head scissors by Chuck Taylor. It would be a very impressive victory. Don't get me wrong.
Right.
And Perkins again up, putting it. Playing games. It's like whack-a-mole here with TJ Perkins.
At this point, they're just trying to stay one thought ahead of the other.
To his feet, goes to drop the elbow, but Chuck Taylor a step ahead of him. Oh! Big chop echoing throughout the Armory here in Burbank.
I think they heard that at Fry's across the street. What's he calling for here?
Chuck Taylor! Kaboom! Drops the elbow, and boom goes the dynamite Rick Knox. 1, 2 count only.
Only 2.
Now, Rick Knox, I will be asking everybody this, especially since there are many other wrestlers going to be on commentary tonight. But who's your favorite in the tournament right now?
Well, I tell you, out of all the past Battle of Los Angeles, this has got to be the most star-studded with the most favored winners. I mean, you go down the roster here, I think any of these guys really could advance. Looking at both of these two guys, I don't expect either one of them to come out on top when all is said and done. I think TJ is locked to go in maybe 2 or 3 rounds here. We've got Austin Aries, who's just a tremendous competitor. He can win it. Nigel McGuinness is a favor. Low-key.
Former Pro Wrestling Guerrilla World Champion.
Absolutely. And of course, the one person who I think I really got to give the slight edge to, my personal pick, Bryan Danielson, American Dragon.
Bryan Danielson, another former PWG World Champion, actually lost the title to Loki in January at All-Star Weekend 6. But right now, TJ Perkins, look at that. He's got the legs of Taylor all grapevined up, and he's got him tied. Taylor is trying to prevent Perkins from flipping over and getting him in. There we see Perkins knocked off by Chuck Taylor. Taylor back up to his feet, coming off the ropes. Brought up high and dropped down on his kneecaps.
Hassan better get in there and check and see if that knee's on.
Perkins with the low drop kick. The patellas of Chuck Taylor's knee just crashed down into the canvas. That was a very unorthodox maneuver by TJ Perkins, but very effective. As you can see, Taylor is really struggling with that as Perkins smashes the knee of Taylor over the ring apron.
This is turning into a really volatile situation here. You're looking at not just a guy possibly losing a match, but maybe risking his career here. Aaron's really got to keep an eye on what's happening here. Get in Chuck's face, make sure he wants to continue.
That's true, and with the prize as big as the 2008 Battle of Los Angeles, the winner of this tournament, of course, has his pick of any match in Pro Wrestling Guerrilla. He can ask for it any time, any place, and that's what the winner gets. And so, Chuck Taylor, he's got a lot to gain from toughing it out in this tournament. But when it comes to your knees, that's your mobility. That's the rest of your career. And so, he could stand to lose quite a bit more.
It's a tough situation to be in. You're here under a national spotlight. A lot of attention is on the
international spotlight. We have Mexican press. We have Japanese press here.
It's amazing.
Covering this event.
And no one wants to go out that way, but you got to think of the future. These are young guys. They got a lot of years in the sport ahead of them. You're risking a serious injury here. You know what? It might be the smarter move just to say, you know what, I'll save myself here and save myself down the road and just
try to work your way back up the ranks. And,
absolutely,
that's the thing. When you work your way up the ranks in Pro Wrestling Guerrilla, it's a thing that happens over months and in some cases years. You have to win matches. You have to show that you're a top contender for the Pro Wrestling Guerrilla World Championship. Whereas in the 2008 Battle of Los Angeles or any Battle of Los Angeles, in the course of one weekend, you can instantly catapult yourself to the top of Pro Wrestling Guerrilla. And so that's something that both of these men would like to do. And unfortunately for Taylor, things are not looking good for him as TJ Perkins really putting the pressure on Chucky T.
I tell you what, Chris Hero, the current PWG champion, he's got to be the most nervous guy in the back. I know the title is not up the line throughout the tournament, but he's looking at 15 other guys here.
17-man tournament this year.
Absolutely.
Oh, sunset flip.
Wow, this could be it.
Taylor reversed it, but Perkins able to kick out. Oh, now he's got a single leg. No, he's got the legs grapevine. Looks to be looking for a bow and arrow on Taylor. Aaron Hassan breaking up that hair pull by TJ Perkins. But yeah, Chris Hero, he's got 16 other guys gunning for him and his title.
Absolutely.
And any of the men entered in this tournament could come away the winner. even Chris Hero. Chris Hero's already proven himself. He's at the top of Pro Wrestling Guerrilla's ladder. And I mean, this is a great chance for him to prove that he's earned his spot and to keep that top spot in Pro Wrestling Guerrilla.
Absolutely. Fans might be thinking, well, he doesn't really have much at stake here since he's the champion. The exact opposite. It couldn't be more true.
And, you know, I mean, the thing is, if Hero were to lose a match during this tournament, a singles loss to somebody in this tournament would definitely put them in position as a #1 contender, at least a #2 contender behind the winner of the tournament. And so
they'd be right up there in contention for it, no doubt.
So Hero definitely has a lot to look out for. He's got a lot of people breathing down his neck, but Chuck Taylor has TJ Perkins breathing down his neck, kicking it old school there with a straight-up body slam, up and over the top, Eddie Guerrero style. Senton onto the prone body of Chuck Taylor. Taylor, you can see he's just kind of reaching for this. Oh, he bridges up. Almost an FU to Perkins, what Perkins did earlier in the match, and now Taylor kicking TJ Perkins in the back of the head. And TJ Perkins is a bit dazed by that as Chuck Taylor slowly working his way up to a vertical base. But Taylor charges into a corner, another shoulder to the abdomen of TJ Perkins, a third, and you can see Perkins really gasping for breath there, Rick Knox. Oh no!
TJ's in trouble here. I mean, he's coming up with some offense here, but he's in trouble. Those kicks to the head look like they did some damage.
Caught him in the underhook and hit him with the butterfly suplex. Great counter maneuver by TJ Perkins, but not a lot of impact on that after having the wind knocked out of him in the corner by Chuck Taylor.
Absolutely. It's such a joy to watch him wrestle, though. I mean, just look at this bow and arrow type thing that he's going to go for here. I mean, he knows when to go for it. He knows how to apply it with such ease. He makes it look so easy. Such
precision. You're right, Rick Knox. And there we see the bow and arrow expertly applied. No, not expertly applied.
Right into a pin.
Pinning predicament for Taylor. Only gets a 1 count. Chuck Taylor. Oh! Wow. Jacked his jaw.
I'm surprised he's still conscious after that. You know, that shot right there where the jaw meets the ear, that'll knock you out if you get hit in that spot. That's right.
And Chuck Taylor using his boot on the side of TJ Perkins' face and using his back to drive that impact. Back body drop, back elbow takes him down. Another back elbow. And he's up. Down with the body slam. Chuck Taylor trying to work out the kinks in his knees. Oh, lands on his feet. Oh, to the side of the head. Takes down Perkins. 1, 2. No, TJ Perkins kicks out at 2.
I tell you what, that was as close as you're going to get right there. TJ looks dazed. He looks stunned. I don't know how much longer he can go here. I've never seen him in this position. This is unique.
Chuck Taylor with that offensive flurry, despite all the damage done to his knees, showing great heart and great fortitude here. He charges into the corner. TJ Perkins up and over the top. Oh! Super kick style thrust kick to the side of the head of Chuck Taylor. Aaron Hassan checking on Chuck Taylor. TJ Perkins.
Now this is what I was talking about.
TJ Perkins with a foreign object. I believe he loaded that
brass knuckles or something. I can see it. He's got something in his wrist. And this is what makes me mad. He doesn't need to do this.
Swings for the fences. Drop kick by Taylor takes Perkins down. Perkins crawling his way back up to his feet in the corner. Ducks out of the way. Charges in. Taylor knocks Perkins up and over the top. Perkins landing awkwardly on the outside. His rib cage hit the ring apron.
Yeah, he landed awkward on the apron there. I hope he's okay.
Chuck Taylor definitely feeling the effects of that thrust kick in the corner, trying to work out the cobwebs.
TJ still has that foreign object in his hand, I think. Referee Aaron Hassan's got to open his eyes and see that thing.
Got to the midsection. Taylor puts on the brakes and laying in some punches to the head of TJ Perkins. And now
I think Taylor's got it now.
Chuck Taylor has come away with the foreign object. The Knox. Oh, TJ Perkins punching the side of the head, a midsection punch, a punch to the side of the head, sends him into the ropes. TJ Perkins off the bottom rope, up and over the top. Punch to the face, and he knocked him out. 1, 2, 3. That is it.
I tell you what, that backfired.
Chuck Taylor turns the tables on TJ Perkins.
Boy, that just backfired on TJ.
TJ Perkins, he is a victim of his own devices.
Wait a minute, what is this?
Aaron Hassan.
He just found it. He's calling for
Aaron Hassan found the foreign object, and I believe he's going to award the victory. He does. He awards the victory to TJ Perkins for Chuck Taylor's use.
Amazing. I cannot believe how that worked out for TJ. He is the luckiest guy tonight. He should not have won that match just by bringing that thing to the ring, and he's getting away with with the cheap one here. I tell you what.
Gentlemen, a Block A matchup here to be not kickoff, but actually I'm waiting for my commentary partner Bryan Danielson to come join me. He's nowhere to be found, but I will try to go it alone until he gets here. This is a great way to continue on the tournament, a Block A matchup. Kenny Omega, the debuting superstar from up north in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada, taking on the new guy, Brandon Bonham. Of course, Bonham made his Pro Wrestling Guerrilla debut earlier this year. And he has done nothing but great things since then. And he's looking to continue his undefeated streak here in Pro Wrestling Guerrilla in the Battle of Los Angeles tournament. And what a great way that would be to continue the undefeated streak. Omega calling for the handshake. Or excuse me, Bonham calls for the handshake, but Omega slaps it away. And little Hiroshi Hase, a little Rick Rude there. From Kenny Omega, spreading his essence here all over Southern California. Hold on 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. Before this match gets underway, let me try to find Bryan Danielson. And the message was relayed. Hopefully Bryan Danielson comes to join me as Kenny Omega and Brandon Bonham lock up here to kick off to start off this match officially. Bonham getting the upper hand there and backing Omega into the corner. 3 count called by Rick Knox, and there we see Brandon Bonham giving Kenny Omega what for here in his debut. Bonham, of course, the new guy, as the fans have dubbed him, but very, very quickly catching on as a fan favorite. And Kenny Omega making his debut, hoping to catch fire, much like Brandon Bonham did, but only time will tell. To see a victory here in the opening round of the Battle of Los Angeles would definitely make a great impression on these fans here in Burbank.
You think it's like this? I think it's like this.
Oh, look at this! Jushin Thunder Liger style. Kenny Omega getting in the face of Brandon Bonham. In the corner, these antics are serving to undermine both men and their game plan going into this matchup. The lockup as Brandon Bonham takes him down into the side headlock. You see dragging Omega down, wrenching on that neck, wrenching on that head, trying to put the pressure on Kenny Omega and to really weaken his opponent and wear him down. Hey, Bryan Danielson. Hola. How's it going?
It's going well. It's going well.
Haven't seen you in a while.
Yes. It's been a good 10 months since I've been here.
Yeah, after I pulled that trick on you.
Yeah, you're dastardly. You are a dastardly commissioner. I tell you what.
Sorry about that. I got to keep fan interest up.
Yeah.
Got to sell tapes. Got DVDs.
DVDs.
Yeah. But what do you think about this match, friend?
Well, actually, I just walked in.
What do you think about these two gentlemen?
Well, I actually haven't seen Brandon too much. Kenny Omega, I've only seen a handful of times, but every time I've seen him, he's been very impressive. He has a beautiful, it's like a pop-up German suplex. I hope we get a chance to see him this match. And he's crafty too, holding on to Brandon's hair.
I thought you were going to say he has a beautiful head of hair.
Oh.
He does, though. Both men.
Well, yeah, both men have beautiful heads of hair.
Their tonsorial prowess is second to none.
Yes.
And Brandon Bonham going through reversing on Kenny Omega. In this match, you haven't, well, I don't want to say you haven't missed much, but it's been very, very evenly matched up so far. Omega using the hair once again.
That's straight out of World of Sport right there.
Going over the top of Brandon Bonham. Bonham puts on the brakes and pulls Kenny Omega into the side headlock. Now, Bryan Danielson, of course, I would imagine that you are your pick to win the 2008 Battle of Los Angeles.
Right, yes.
Who do you see yourself facing in the finals?
Gosh, that's a tough tough question because there's so many good people in this year's field. I mean, Loki beat me for the belt back in January. He's going to be a strong challenger. He trips him right there.
Bonham and Omega. Oh, Bonham.
Is he surfing?
Surfing. He's from Pismo Beach now. And
Really?
So he's taking.
I thought he was from Minnesota.
No.
I didn't even know they had beaches in Minnesota.
Well, it's Pismo Beach, Minnesota. But,
okay.
And he spends most of his time surfing. We like to think that Brandon Bonham's wits have been addled by the salty brine of the Pacific Ocean, but I mean, he is clearly a top-notch professional wrestler.
Beautiful arm drag by Kenny Omega. And another one by Bonham.
Bonham returns in kind. Omega returns the favor. Charging in, and Bonham with an arm drag. Faked him out. And this is a continuation of what we saw earlier. These two men trying to undermine each other's game plan. Clothesline by Bonham taking Omega off his feet, then the back elbow. And really getting in each other's head. And Bonham using it to great effect as Omega was a bit dazed there. Knocked him over the top. And Brandon Bonham getting the crowd worked up.
Baseball slide misses.
Knife edge chop by Kenny Omega. Brandon Bonham catching his breath on the outside.
Yeah, I'm hoping we see more matches like this where guys are really countering and beating each other up back and forth. That makes it much easier for me. If I can beat Davey Richards in 2 minutes, I'll have it easy.
Well, we were talking about in the first match.
Knife edge chop right into the post.
Brandon Bonham used a great outside of the ring awareness, ducking down and letting Kenny Omega again chops the post. And his hand has definitely got to be feeling the effects from that. Chuck Taylor had TJ Perkins in a head scissors on the ground about 3 minutes in, and it looked like TJ Perkins was very close to tapping.
A head scissors applied by the right man can be a very dangerous move.
So I've heard, and so I've seen on tapes. And I believe Brad Bradley would know about that.
Oh, yeah.
I think he fell victim to, is it you?
Yeah, I've tapped out many people with the head scissors.
And what is this? Bonham is really... Bonham is giving high fives to all the fans, and this is some audience participation, and that is the hand that had chopped the ring post, and so Kenny Omega definitely feeling the ill effects of the audience's adulation. Big high five. Now, is that interference? Should that be disqualification?
Well, I believe it should be. But I think Brandon Bonham is taking his eye off the ball here. You know, the goal of these matches is you've got to advance to win. You know, to win your match, you want to do it as quickly as possible, so your body's all rested up for the next round of the tournament. That's your aim in any of these matches.
So you think he's spending a little too much time lollygagging?
Yeah. I think there's a little too much lollygagging there, but that's just, if he's here to make a name for himself, maybe a little lollygagging isn't bad,
That's true. And Brandon Bonham, though, the lollygagging may have cost him. Over!
Kenny Omega is just so athletic.
He calls that the Kotaro Crusher as he just leapt over Brandon Bonham's head and just drove his face into the canvas.
Oh, my goodness. God, I've seen him wrestle a couple times. I've never seen him do that.
Kenny Omega, a fantastic athlete, and he does excel in the falls count anywhere type of match.
He might.
I believe he might have been a little wedgie there. Kenny Omega does have quite a bit of printing on the back of his trunks, the initial D-style logo that he wears around his, or perhaps he was pulling up his trunks.
Oh yeah,
I believe he was. Yeah, he was away from the camera. Knife edge chop, and Omega really giving the fans something to remember. And I guess if you want to make an impression, this is what you got to do.
Right? Yeah.
And tosses Brandon Bonham for a ride. Kenny Omega does, and.
I mean, we've all been a little bit... He's pulling him up by his hair. Gosh, just standing on the hair, pulling him up. Yeah, we've all had wedgies before, right? But I don't know why you would give one to yourself.
Perhaps Kenny Omega thought this was a sumo tournament.
Yeah, that's possible.
The light heavyweight class. After wiping his posterior, he's using it to the sweat off of that to style the hair of Brandon Bonham. Look at this. This is obscene.
It looks like he's done that before. I don't think that's the first time Kenny Omega's pulled that move.
Kenny Omega, a lot of experience, and giving the Japanese schoolgirl peace sign to the fans.
Yeah, I hear he's a big fan of the Japanese schoolgirl. And you can see that in his wrestling style.
Kicking him in the side of the head. a soccer ball style kick.
He really missed him. That wasn't flush in the face.
This is an unkind camera angle.
Yeah.
This is not good. Hopefully you're getting the roving camera as Kenny Omega once again styling the hair of Brandon Bonham back. I'm not sure what he's doing as he.
All we can see is butt cheek.
And quite a bit of butt cheek. But you know what? I believe Kenny Omega, when he tans all over.
Yes, that is true.
That's what I.
As an aside here, I'd like to say that Rick Knox is a wonderful referee.
He is. He's the senior official in Crossing Guerilla. Represents us well every time he steps out there, and he really keeps the riffraff in line backstage.
Yeah.
By riffraff, I mean the referees.
Yes, he was right in there on that chin lock. See, Kenny Omega needs to put that in more with the elbow instead of the forearm if he really wants to give it more effect. And he hits the ropes, sunset flip.
Omega
rolls
though,
through. Oh!
He didn't hold on, and Brandon Bonham caught him on the side of the head with that kick. Hook of the leg and a cover. 2 count only for Brandon Bonham.
And again, Rick Knox was right there. What a wonderful referee.
He is. Hey, you voting Tuesday?
I am voting Tuesday.
You mind if I ask who you're voting for?
Yeah, I'm going to vote for Ralph Nader.
Really?
I'm throwing away my vote.
Wow. What a bad decision that
is. Yes.
I mean, not to criticize who you're voting for, but.
Right. Yeah. Oh, my God.
That was a back and neck breaker.
Oh.
And then a high angle drop kick.
Yeah, right in the coccyx.
2 count only. And I was going to make a joke there, but I think that joke makes itself. But really, Ralph Nader.
Well, no, I'm actually not going to vote for Ralph Nader. I'm from Washington State. I'm going to vote in Washington State. Our state is guaranteed going to go for Obama.
Yeah, as is California.
Yeah, so my vote here makes very little difference.
But
so I may actually vote for one of my friends.
You should. You could vote for Necro Butcher.
Yes, I could.
You know, he's a big Dennis Kucinich supporter, and so I think if Necro Butcher were elected by write-in vote, he would make Kucinich his vice president.
Really? If you were voted in by write-in votes, who would you have as your vice president?
Rick Knox.
Really?
Yeah, does a good job laying down the law. I think I could. That'd be four very easy years for me. A lot of hard work for Rick Knox, but you know, I think I'd be collecting that $100 and some odd grand, whatever the president gets. And, I'd be on my ranch at Walker, Texas, clearing brush and Walker, Texas Ranger. That's what I was thinking. Okay. It's not Walker. It is. Where's Walker? Where his ranch is? Bushes.
I'm not sure.
Whatever. These two men trade shots in the center of the ring. Got a little off.
Let's ignore the action and talk. Oh, that was right in the ball.
That was in the coccyx. The rolling soul butt caught him low. I believe Knox is going to let it go as unintentional.
Oh my God.
Oh, Gamangiri.
Jesus.
Caught him in the face.
When I was training kickboxing, I got spin kicked in the balls once, and I didn't get up for at least 10 minutes.
Brandon Bonham perhaps wearing a cup underneath.
It's very possible with those shorts.
That might be the only thing that the final could have bore.
Oh my goodness.
Kenny Omega goes to the corner. Great agility by Omega. Bonham, though, gets his boot up on him, up on the middle rope. Oh! Big stomps to the spine of Kenny Omega. Bonham hooks the leg. 2.
See, you got to make a deep recover.
2 count only. I think
he's got to cover both shoulders. You've got to press a man's shoulders to the mat.
He might still have been sucking wind from that
shot
to the coccyx.
Yes.
And so, that might have prevented him from getting a deeper cover. But, you're right. If he had pinned him all the way, I think that would have been it, and Brandon Bonham would have advanced in the A block. Kenny Omega reversing it. Brandon Bonham reversing it. Oh! Punched him in the midsection, caught him with an enziguri, and Omega staggers down, drops to the corner. The drop kick, counting it down. And Kenny Omega, stop time and space. Now he's got a hook dragon suplex out of your playbook. 2 count only. And still a little bit wedgied.
Yes.
Hopefully that's not on the hard cam.
Right.
But Brandon Bonham definitely feeling the effects of that low shot, and now feeling the effects of the dragon suplex. Bonham hasn't moved since he was able to kick out of the 3 count, and I think he might, he's trying to recuperate as much as he can before Omega continues on with his attack.
Yeah, Dragon Suplex is a dangerous move. If you land on your head, that could be it for you.
Oh, big back elbow in the corner. That was like a flashing back elbow, Keiji Muto style. If Keiji Muto were to not wait for his opponent to be on the bottom.
What a beautiful
shotgun drop kick off the top rope, almost Masato Yoshino style. Yoshino, of course, will be in the 3-way later tonight, the first round 3-way match in this 17-man Battle of Los Angeles tournament.
My God.
We had to make it 17 men to fit you in. How about that?
Well, I think that's wonderful. I'm glad to be here.
And I'm glad you're glad to be here.
Yeah, I'm glad that you're glad that I'm glad to be here. And we're both watching Kenny Omega with his wedgie.
I think he might have fixed it. I did fix it. To the great appreciation of the crowd. And Kenny Omega and his wedgie have really, I don't want to say won over the fans. Oh, going for the Hadouken. He's got it set up. That concentration of chi. Brandon Bonham had it well scouted. Up and over the top. No hands, crashing down on the outside.
See, that may prove to be a big mistake by Brandon Bonham. After he took that dragon suplex, it looked like he could have hit his neck against the cement there, his head against the cement.
Am I doing commentary with AJ Styles?
What's that?
Am I doing commentary with AJ Styles? The cement on the floor.
Why? What do you call it?
Cement? You corrected yourself. He says cement.
I think I say both. Sometimes I say cement.
Washington State is a terrible place, apparently.
Listen, we have the Seattle Seahawks, who just beat the San Francisco 49ers.
Hey, you know what? I have Joshua Wilson on my football team, a fantasy football team, not my real football team, my fairy tale football team. And he had he ran one back. I won by 110 points. Oh! Kenny Omega is about to lose by 110 points as Bonham sits up. Drop kick in the corner. And you have the Oklahoma Thunder as well.
1, 2.
I'm just going to let that one pass under the bridge.
I don't even know what the Oklahoma Thunder is.
The Seattle Supersonics.
Oh, God, yeah. Nobody cares about the Sonics. That's why we let them go.
Oh, wow.
We cared
Except for Howard Schultz, who only cared when they were leaving.
Yeah, we cared in the days of Sean Kemp.
Oh, look at that.
Gary Payton.
Sean Kemp and his 75 illegitimate children.
I think Sean Kemp could have jumped that high. Jesus.
Bonham coming off the top. The Hadouken. You can see all the chi flowing into Kenny Omega's hands. Hadouken. He laid him out.
Head. I thought that was a fictional move.
No, it is completely real as he hits him with the Hadouken, and now Kenny Omega.
This is what I paid to see.
The Kreutz Wrath.
Oh.
No, Brandon Bonham, knee to the midsection. Pismo Beach Pulverizer. 1, 2, 3.
Oh my God, I would consider that a big upset.
A huge upset, especially after the Hadouken. Bryan Danielson, thank you very much for joining my commentary. I believe you owe me about 3.5 minutes of the next match. Joining me in the commentary booth for this, the third match of the evening and the second Block A matchup. The winner of this match will go on to face Brandon Bonham, who in a huge upset just shocked Kenny Omega after that Hadouken by Kenny Omega. And he just came back, hit him with that Pismo Beach Pulverizer, planted him deep down into the canvas.
Word on that. Despite the loss of Kenny Omega, I must admit that is a debut that no one is going to get out of their head, no matter how hard they watch their brain.
A hell of a debut and a hell of a matchup we have here. Oh, by the way, Crawford, Texas. I was referencing my plans, what they would be if I were to win the presidency via write-in.
Oh, okay.
My ranch is in Crawford, Texas, not Walker, Texas.
Damn it.
As I called it.
I really bought it.
Yeah. But now Nigel McGuinness and Austin Aries locking up, and this is not the first time these two men have met, but this is the first time they have met in Pro Wrestling Guerrilla, and what an encounter this is set up to be. Both men wanting to advance to face off with Brandon Bonham. Austin Aries, of course, does have experience with Brandon Bonham, facing him in the Minnesota area. Austin Aries, of course, from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, which is right next door neighbor of not the town, but the state next door neighbor of Minneapolis, Minnesota, where Brandon Bonham originally hails from. So that could be a throwback to Austin Aries' earlier days when he was traveling up and down the Midwest. But Nigel McGuinness versus Brandon Bonham, that would be an even bigger underdog situation for Brandon Bonham.
It goes without saying, man. Look at the size of Nigel McGuinness compared to the very Iggy Pop build of Brandon Bonham.
That's right, and Austin Aries, of course, is no slouch either. I believe he and Bonham are about. I think Bonham might be a couple inches taller than him, but you could really tell there's a huge difference in height between Nigel and Austin Aries. And so, I mean, for Bonham to give up that much size to somebody like Nigel, he would definitely have to rely on his agility. But I mean, he took a lot of punishment in this match. Granted, he has 24 hours to rest up for his match tomorrow. But I mean, if he were to face obviously he's going to face one of these two men. But no matter what who he faces tomorrow, he's got his work cut out for him.
Keep in mind, it's not just one more match tomorrow. It is a series of matches. We got
3 more, possibly.
Yeah. I got 2 hours of sleep in me. I am so tired.
No, that's quite all right.
So tired.
Halloween, of course, was last night. I'm sure Dino Winwood, you were out giving candy to the kiddies. Oh, look at that! Pile driving him down. And Austin Aries trying to pull one over on Nigel McGuinness, but Nigel McGuinness 1 step ahead of Austin Aries.
Fans not being too appreciative of
Nigel. No, they're not. And I think Nigel very early on got under their skin. I think they were kind of on the fence about whether they want to cheer for or cheer against Nigel McGuinness, but I think he's made the decision for them.
Even though his eccentric entrance took a little while, too much bending than usual.
That's true.
We had the worst of it.
Really, and Kenny Omega giving the worst of it to the fans as well.
God.
Well, some of the fans.
Yes, some of the fans.
If for that gentleman out there that asked us if we had the Chris Bosh
uncensored clip,
of Chris Bosh's posterior being exposed, he might be a great interest in the second match of the 2008 Battle of Los Angeles tournament.
Setting up a whole new event.
Wow, look at the incredible speed by Austin Aries as he is taking Nigel McGuinness down off of his feet. And this is where Austin Aries needs to keep Nigel. Unfortunately for Aries, Nigel, very accomplished technical wrestler. The Brits, they are known for their technical wrestling ability, but so is
Keep in mind, folks, that was not the peace sign.
No, it was not. Oh, STO by Austin Aries. Swings through and drops the elbow on the chest of Nigel McGuinness. Austin Aries, very accomplished technical wrestler, but Nigel McGuinness, of course, a product of the British system. You learn your holds, you learn your locks, you learn how to break down and destroy your opponent. Look at this Nigel. I thought he was going over the top, but instead gets his balance up. And Austin Aries, a war of attrition here. These two men going to wait each other out, and I think Nigel might be the first one to bend.
Well, Aries went down. No, he's back up.
Aries, I think Aries thought that he would, that Nigel would return to his feet, but look at this, Nigel just holding himself up.
Doing the bicycle.
And what a display by Nigel. Charges in, Austin Aries up and over the top, rolls him up into a sunset, no, not a sunset flip, front chancery, and he's driving those knees into the face of Nigel. Nigel, you can see, trying to get his hands in the way to protect his face and forehead, but he's underneath the bottom rope and escapes from Austin Aries, but Austin Aries dished out quite a bit of punishment there. Ooh. Nigel McGuinness very wisely diving out of the way of Austin Aries, who's building up a full head of steam, and returning the favor and drop kicks him in the side of the head.
Again, I don't think he's going to fake him this time.
Knocks Nigel down. Going for that second and third rope tope, but Nigel McGuinness had it well scouted, much like Austin Aries had Nigel McGuinness well scouted. And so these two men, very even playing field here, and Nigel right now with the advantage, but for how long, Dino Winwood?
Who knows, man? Who knows? I know. But anywho, speaking of Halloween treats, McGuinness here dishing out a few treats of his own. Well, more tricks.
Yeah, I would definitely refer to a chop to the throat as a trick.
If that's your freaky thing.
Yeah.
Be a treat.
But now Nigel pulling Aries out of the corner. European-style uppercut, or as they call them in Europe, uppercut, by Nigel McGuinness, knocking Aries down, putting the pressure on the shoulders of Austin Aries. Aries, though, very close to the ropes. Aaron Hassan sees it immediately. Oh! Soccer hooligan. Look at this. Nigel McGuinness getting in the face of Aaron Hassan, but the soccer hooligan roots of... Wow. Wow, what a shot that was.
This is going to get more brutal before it gets any lighter.
But Austin Aries not too happy with a kick to the spine, so he fired back, but Nigel just fired back with that elbow shot, taking Aries down. Aries in a heap in the corner. Nigel picking him up to his feet.
Aries the favorite in this match.
Judo throw by Nigel McGuinness. Yes, he
shades of judo. Al Hayes.
Specialty. Yes. Lord Alfred Hayes, a great influence on Nigel McGuinness. But right now, you can see Nigel McGuinness. He's got Aries all tied up, but Aries using every part of his body to break out of it, is clapping his ankles together on the ears of Nigel McGuinness. Nigel, though, you can see trying to knock the birds from circling his head, or what do they have in England that circles their cartoon characters' heads?
We're open about it. Birds be like ladies.
Oh, he ripcorded him almost into that jawbreaker lariat. Goes for the O'Connor roll off the corner. Nigel McGuinness a step ahead. Oh, what a combination by Nigel McGuinness, really laying in some punishment to Austin Aries.
Showing his appreciation for his own move there towards the fans. Only a 2 count.
2 count only for Nigel McGuinness. It's Austin Aries. He is just sucking wind after getting his lungs attacked from behind and from the front by Nigel MGuinness.
You said jawbreakers earlier. I really want some now. I ate like all Wonka candy.
Did you pass them all out last night?
Yeah, but I didn't eat. I ate all the Wonka candy.
McGuinness! Full head of steam and uppercut again. Really going to work on that chest of Austin Aries and trying to take out Aries' best asset in this match, his conditioning. Austin Aries has incredible conditioning.
Aries looked like he went a little low there.
Nigel might have been inadvertently caught in the fork, as it were. But it's this is where it means.
Europeans, man.
And so Austin Aries is taking advantage of that because Nigel really dished out a lot of punishment. Uppercut by Nigel McGuinness to Austin Aries. Aries knocked back by that.
I think a sideburn just slid to the crowd.
Rolls in underneath the bottom rope to break up the 20 count. As now Nigel McGuinness bringing Austin Aries around. Uppercut again! Great impact felt throughout the Armory here in Burbank.
I'm hearing those every time, and I got to tell you, I'm feeling them too. The wave of pain is just amazing.
Now Nigel throwing Aries' very nearly lifeless corpse back into the ring. Nigel coming into the ring nonchalantly, in no hurry to dish out any more punishment to Austin Aries. Perhaps he's a bit wary of being caught low. Shoulder to the midsection, 2 consecutive shoulders to the midsection, but Nigel McGuinness nonplussed by it, catches him with the knee to the midsection.
Starting to look like a high school fight I saw on YouTube.
Tracy Smothers style double throat thrust there. Another one. And Austin Aries, his windpipe is going to be bruised tomorrow. And if he advances to the... Oh, look at this. He pulls him down. Nigel catches him with the back elbow. Nigel goes up. Drop kick takes down Nigel McGuinness. Austin Aries, great presence of mind to drop kick Nigel McGuinness there.
McGuinness there, a little spaghetti leg outside. Oh, you gonna go fly?
There we see second and third rope tope, taking him back to the 10th or 12th row.
Damn near the concession stand. Hey, you break it, you buy it.
That's right, we've got Snickers bars. Those things don't put themselves back together.
True, man. They satisfy you, but not indestructible.
Austin Aries, the first one back up to his feet. Seems to be very well recuperated. as he drives his the point of his elbow into the head of Nigel McGuinness, I believe, or perhaps the shoulders. He's got Nigel in the front chancery, bringing him over to the ring post. Overhand chop on Nigel McGuinness, who is laid out against the ring post, tries to escape into the ring, but Nigel McGuinness is in no man's land here out on the outside. Another overhand chop. Nigel once again trying to escape, but Austin Aries having none of it.
Is this a bull rope match, rules? Is he going to do all four corners?
No, I believe he's got him seated down in the crowd.
The lucky fan gets a souvenir of sweat beads, courtesy of Nigel McGuinness' chest.
And perhaps a few layers of skin. As Nigel was being thrown into the ring by Austin Aries. He put on the brakes and caught him with a back elbow. Now Nigel's sitting Aries down and chops him. Austin Aries is in deep, deep trouble here after Nigel McGuinness reversed it. I take that back. Nigel McGuinness perhaps in deep, deep trouble. This match is just, it is teeter-tottering.
Oh, shit. This is not going to be good.
Oh, no! Oh, God! The Tower of London on the ring apron. Dino Winwood, this is serious.
Serious shit. Oh, my God. McGuinness back up, man. He's got no time to feel pain right now.
Austin Aries is just twitching with pain after having his neck driven into the ring apron. Aaron Hassan checking on him. 1, 2, no! Austin Aries kicked out. Nigel McGuinness may have spent a little too much time dishing out that punishment to the shoulder of Austin Aries, or perhaps not. Now looking for the submission finish. He's got him in that key lock, and it's almost like a Boston key lock, or perhaps we'll call it the Thames key lock.
Wow.
Oh, kick to the face repeatedly by Austin Aries.
Oh, this
Nigel
is
McGuinness goes for the jawbreaker lariat, going for the crucifix. Now rolls him up, and now Aries, front chancery, knees to the face, and he's got him back. Nigel McGuinness.
He's gonna tap. He's gonna tap. No.
Austin Aries couldn't hold on after the pressure, or after having his neck and shoulders smashed into the ring post by Nigel McGuinness. Great forethought by Nigel McGuinness. I didn't even see it coming.
What's he gonna go for?
Could be the brain buster, but Nigel McGuinness is a lot heavier than Austin Aries.
That's definitely gonna put some pressure on that neck.
And there we see Nigel again putting pressure on that right shoulder of Austin Aries, trying to prevent him from getting that front chancery or getting that brain buster. And Austin Aries trying to fight out. Oh, look at this! All tied up is Nigel. Austin Aries has Nigel McGuinness tied up in the center of the ring. Austin Aries has very little place to go. As Aaron Hassan checking on him, seeing if Austin Aries is ready to give up. Aries now very slowly backing Nigel into the corner, rolls him through, drags him down. Oh! Austin Aries turns the table. 1, 2, no! Almost a 3 count.
Now he's going for that stretch.
He's got him all stretched out. Nigel McGuinness in the center, the very center of the ring.
He's got a ways to go before he gets to those ropes.
Nigel, though, he is crawling for the ropes. He is crawling, but Aries, you can see, just wrenching up the neck of Nigel McGuinness. Aries, he lost the bridge, so he's going back over into the front chancery, driving his knee into the face of Nigel McGuinness repeatedly. The big diving knee crusher into the forehead of Nigel McGuinness. Nigel McGuinness, though, rolls through, sends Aries into the turnbuckle.
Lock and load.
He had him all set up. Backslide. No, almost a 3 count. And Aries again.
Could this be it?
Aries again. Oh no, Nigel broke free of it. And now Nigel. Oh, look at this, Nigel. He is wrenching back on Austin Aries. Oh my God, in the center of the ring. Aries taps out. Aries taps out, and Nigel McGuinness advances to face Brandon Bonham tomorrow night in the second round of the 2008 Battle of Los Angeles.
We're just getting started, people.
what a Block B matchup this is, ladies and gentlemen. Roderick Strong, former Pro Wrestling Guerrilla World Tag Team Champion, finalist in the 2007 Battle of Los Angeles, taking on Low-Ki, former Pro Wrestling Guerrilla World Champion, a title that he never officially lost, and a great show of respect there from Low-Ki, as Low-Ki was forced to vacate the title due to his knee injury earlier this year. Of course, there was the one-night tournament held for the title, which Human Tornado won, which ultimately Chris Hero would go on to win. Chris Hero, of course, is supposed to be joining me here on commentary, but again, nowhere to be found. Somebody's not doing their job backstage. What's new, folks? But Austin Aries put up a hell of a fight the last match, but unfortunately for him, Nigel McGuinness advanced to win and advanced to go on to the second round of the tournament, and will now face Brandon Bonham tomorrow night. And that is the first confirmed matchup we have. And this matchup, of course, the winner of this matchup will go on to face the winner of the three-way Block B matchup between El Generico, Pro Wrestling Guerrilla World Tag Team Champion Nick Jackson, and Masato Yoshino from Dragon Gate. Low-Ki and Roderick Strong, two men, very hard hitters, very evenly matched. Flying cross arm breaker by Low-Ki, trying to start things off with a bang here. And Roderick Strong very wisely reverses it into a pin predicament, only gets a one count there. And now Low-Ki is very tentatively approaching Roderick Strong after Roderick Strong reversed the flying cross arm breaker. Now Low-Ki just barrels straight in for him, backs Roderick Strong up to the ropes. Roderick Strong reverses, though, backs Low-Ki into the corner. Got him locked up in the corner, and the knife edge chop from Roderick Strong. And so things begin. Hey, Chris Hero.
What's going on, Excalibur?
How's it going?
It's going pretty well.
Bub Rub, or as I like to call him, Chris Hero, Pro Wrestling Guerrilla World Champion.
Whoa, that's only in the morning.
Of course, that joke will never get old to me. Will get old to you?
Oh,
is it old?
Oh, what did that...
I
believe I missed here.
He kicked him, and so far things very evenly started out. Roderick Strong perhaps with a slight advantage, but Low-Ki is powering forward and really trying to exert his will on Roderick Strong. But if there is one man who would not have his will exerted on him, it is Roderick Strong, as you see right there. Someone else's will, I should say. But these are two men that you have faced before. Last month you faced Low-Ki in the, I guess it was technically 2 months ago, but at All-Star Weekend 7 you faced him in the four-way Pro Wrestling Guerrilla World Championship match, which you, of course, came out on top. And look at this, Low-Ki and Roderick Strong are just
going for that stronghold,
trying to tie each other up. Low-Ki, of course, going for that dragon sleeper, but Roderick Strong going for the stronghold. Neither man was successful, but just goes to show you what their game plan is, what they're thinking here early on in this matchup.
Very aggressive catch-can style.
And Roderick Strong, another man that you've had run-ins with, not while your title has been on the line, but still a very solid competitor. And if you had to pick a man to advance out of this match, I guess, what would you want to see happen, but what do you think will happen?
Hopefully, what is it, a 30-minute time limit?
45.
45, oh. Well, I'd like to see a draw so both guys lose.
Okay.
Personally.
And then that would mean that you could potentially face the winner of El Generico, Nick Jackson, and Masato Yoshino.
I could.
You could, well,
I could face all kinds of guys.
There's 17 guys in this tournament. Well, actually, there are 16 guys in this tournament. You'll be facing the 17th later on tonight, and that man is Necro Butcher, who is
not looking forward to that one.
Yeah, he's a man who's been by your side throughout quite a bit of the turmoil between yourself and Human Tornado, but now you two men will be on opposite sides of the ring, or perhaps opposite sides of this building. And, depending on how the match goes.
Actually, fortunately for myself, the title is not on the line, but in all fairness, Necro Butcher does deserve a title shot.
That's true, but technically he did have the title shot in the four-way match at night 1 of All-Star Weekend 7.
Yeah, but like I said after that match, there were 4 men that went in. I defeated Eddie Kingston.
What does that prove?
That proves that I did not defeat Necro Butcher, I did not defeat Low-Ki, and I'm telling you, man, I'm going to be a fighting champion. Oh, wow.
Great elevation, and that knee surgery on Low-Ki is not showing any effect as he goes with a Hurricane Rana, and Roderick Strong, I believe, shoulder rolled out of the way, but got caught in the midsection by the soul, but Roderick Strong, look at that, went all the way around and just drove Low-Ki down with that gut buster. Very unorthodox style attack by Roderick Strong, but very effective.
Salto-style tilt-a-whirl slam.
Yeah.
Stomach first. Usually works the back.
But working the core of low-key is Roderick Strong. And, you're right. You beat one man out of four challengers. The next night you beat Pac, the man that gravity forgot. So, I mean, you're very... your road of title defenses is very well paved so far. But you definitely got to be feeling behind the 8 ball here. With your title is not on the line, but a loss here, could in the tournament could create a #1 contender and a #2 contender for whoever. Big chop. Roderick Strong is not taken kindly to that and returns the favor with a chop of his own.
These guys are two of the hardest choppers in professional wrestling.
Just going around the horn here with chops. As Roderick Strong, the clubbing blow to the spine of Low-Key. Another clubbing shot. Roderick Strong rams Low-Key's spine into the ring apron, the steel frame of the ring, and goes underneath the bottom rope to break up the 20 count.
If I happen to lose to Necro Butcher tonight, that will make 3 years in a row I've been one and done.
Wow.
In this Battle of Los Angeles. You know what? I'm the champion here. I'm the top dog.
And that will not stand.
I can't let that happen.
Of course, losing in your first Battle of Los Angeles appearance to Genki Horiguchi.
H-A-G-E.
That's right, the dueling H-A-G-E-H-E-R-O champ. And then last year, even Joey Ryan, though not... yeah, the circumstances were a little fishy about that loss. So, I mean, maybe in your mind you won the tournament last year. Or in spirit.
But you know what? I did have an awesome guitar solo on the green screen.
That's true. That's what happens.
Legend.
You use
Following slam.
Roderick Strong just tossing Low-Key. Great. Roderick Strong, his namesake does not lie. He is quite strong.
Yes.
And just tossing Low-Key like so much laundry. Just throwing him
so much laundry.
Yeah.
So much, like 3 weeks worth.
Yeah, that's how he puts laundry in. He takes it, he holds it across his chest like that, and just throws it in backwards into the. He's got a front-loading washing machine. So.
He is the master of FRS.
FRS?
Freaky retard strike.
Oh, that's true.
Come on.
Roderick Strong.
How can you forget that?
But Roderick Strong, does not have the haircut that he had at All-Star Weekend 7. The haircut that many
DS haircut.
Yeah, many fans said he was the spitting image of Corky from Life Goes On. Chris Burke. The young man.
These guys are just laying down the leather.
But Low-Key is such an accomplished martial artist and such a hard hitter that one well-placed kick from Low-Key could scramble the brains of Roderick Strong. And Roderick Strong could he could live up to the FRS.
Yeah, he could. And unfortunately for Low-Key, if he takes too many more of these chops, he won't be using his voice for any more video games.
That's true. And now Low-Key is all tied up in the ropes. Rick Knox calling for Roderick Strong to break it up before 5, which he does. But Roderick Strong really getting his money's worth out of the 5 count there.
And you'll notice throughout the course of the Battle of Los Angeles, the referees here are a bit more lax with their rules, only because they don't want to see a fishy ending to these.
That's right. Nobody wants to see a disqualification. But we did have a fishy ending in our first contest of the night, as T.J. Perkins pulled a foreign object, some Knox from his trunks, and Chuck Taylor picked it up and clocked Perkins with it. But referee Aaron Hassan found the foreign object on his person, and so reversed the decision. And Rick Knox, he was very disappointed with T.J. Perkins, but it doesn't matter what Rick Knox thinks, because T.J. Perkins is advancing to the second round.
Exactly, and it's just a lack of maturity on Chuck Taylor's behalf not to get rid of those nuts.
That's right. I think he saw an opening. Low-Key laying in that kick to the kidney. Roderick Strong might be peeing blood for another reason than why he normally pees blood.
Why is that?
He is rife with sexually transmitted diseases, Chris Hero.
Oh, shit.
You didn't know?
No.
I thought that was well known.
No, I don't.
Roderick Strong gets around, my friend.
He does.
He is a fan of the ladies, and the ladies love Roderick. And unfortunately for those ladies, the free clinic also loves Roderick.
Oh, man. A man of many discharges.
And he discharged that chop to the chest of Low-Key. Low-Key, his chest is going to be looking like ground beef due to all those chops. Roderick Strong laying in the elbow shot.
Maybe there's some correlation with the strength of those chops and the clap.
Wow, Chris Hero.
Maybe. Oh, Low-Key says no. Oh, no, he didn't.
Drawing connections where we previously thought there was none, but these two men trading chops in the center of the ring. Oh, Roderick Strong cuts the corner and gouges the eyes of Low-Key. From a tactical standpoint, a brilliant maneuver.
Using his fingers to gouge into that orifice.
That ocular orifice.
Yes.
And now Low-Key, he's rolling around trying to rub the dirt out of his eyes. Usually if you got an injury, they tell you to rub some dirt on it, but I don't think Low-Key wants to rub any more dirt into those eyes after.
No.
Have you seen Roderick Strong's fingernails? Do you want those things near your eyes?
No.
Yeah. And Low-Key just had that, so I mean he might be fighting the rest of the tournament blind. I mean, who knows what Roderick Strong has in there between his Oh, look at this. He's got him up in the reverse bear hug. He's got Key's knees on top, or Key's shins on top of Roderick Strong's knees.
It's quite groiny.
It was very groiny, but still not as groiny as Kenny Omega.
No, not at all.
Clothesline by Roderick Strong.
Holy smokes!
Caught him with that big elbow to the top of the head, and Roderick Strong is dazed. Low-Key trying to work his way back up to his feet. Roderick Strong also trying to work his way back up to his feet after the point of the elbow caught Roderick Strong on the crown of the head. Now Low-Key catches him, caught him with the back of his thigh, and then a double boot to the chest.
Oh, almost losing his balance, but look, Dragon Clutch applied!
He's got him. It's been a long time since we've seen it, but he is returning the favor for Roderick Strong for what Roderick Strong did earlier on in the matchup.
He's very dangerous when he gets up there.
Up to the top rope, and again the flying elbow attack. Hook of the leg. Or no, not a hook of the leg, just a lateral press. Only got a 2 count there. Roderick Strong is reeling now as Low-Key turned the tables on him very quickly. Now those kicks, pinpoint accuracy to the chest, bringing Roderick.
Come on, you motherfucker!
Wow. Roderick Strong, he is calling out Low-Key. And Chris Hero, in your experience, is this something that Roderick Strong necessarily wants to do? Oh! Wow, maybe it is.
Whoa, I don't even know what kind of slam that was.
It was a very effective slam. We'll call it the VEF from now on.
VEF.
As,
Wouldn't that be very effective?
Wow, very effective slam. Flan, perhaps, the custody treat.
Oh, the flan bomb.
The VES. Wow, this is a banner day for commentary. Low-Key just. Oh my God!
Oh!
Wow.
The most effective feat in the business.
That is true. He is the greatest efficiency ratio.
If Stan Lane had educated feet, his have a master's.
Yes, that's right. Low-Key's feetsies are weapons in and unto themselves. If Low-Key were hobbled like James Caan in the movie Misery, his feet,
or Kunta.
Or Kunta Kinte, indeed, he would still be able to fight back against Kathy Bates under any circumstance.
He would. And that would be one wicked-ass enziguri.
It could come from anywhere. And now Low-Key
he's not going to win any matches with his opponent under the ropes.
That's right. He's still trying to catch his breath after the very effective slammer, the VEF. And now Roderick Strong brought up into the corner. And chop to the chest by Low-Key.
It looks like Roderick's head is a bit swollen, a little more so than usual.
A repeat of the very effective slam. No, he just threw him into the corner. Gary.
Backbreaker! This could be it!
Roderick Strong has broken the back and perhaps the tournament brackets for many gamblers in the audience. No, only a 2 count.
A bit slow to roll him over and get that cover. That could have made the 1 second difference between a win and a near win.
especially with a competitor like Loki. Every second counts, every half second counts, every tenth of a second counts with somebody like Loki and Roderick Strong, to his credit as well. I mean, these are two very accomplished wrestlers, two men who are favorites here in this tournament. I mean, Roderick Strong went all the way to the finals of last year's tournament, was defeated by Shima. He was the last man eliminated in that in the final round matchup, and so Roderick Strong would like to have a repeat performance, but perhaps with a different result this year. Now Loki being brought back up to his feet by Roderick Strong. Roderick Strong going for that Tiger Driver, but Loki very, very smart to avoid it. Goes down to one knee. But Roderick's that sent Roderick a message. He sees that he's got
going for that double knees.
Oh my God!
He double stomped his legs.
He double stomped the knees of Roderick Strong.
Oh, innovative counter by Loki.
I have never seen anything quite like that before.
Look at Key pulling himself up in the corner.
John Woo style dropkick just knocked Roderick Strong into next week. Now Key is pulling up Roderick Strong into onto his back. Could be going for the double stomps.
I can't see anything else coming from this predicament.
Oh, the double stomps, but nobody home as Roderick Strong avoided it. Oh, the gutbuster by Roderick Strong. Those knees.
Too close to the ropes. Too close to the ropes.
Went right into the breadbasket, but Loki able to kick out at 2.
Something I forgot to bring up a little earlier. Are you privy to Loki's PWG win-loss record?
No, but I think it could be like
Pretty much
he could be. No, I think he's closer to 3-2.
3-2,
because
really?
after your match, and then
That wasn't a real loss.
well, in the record books, it is a loss.
Bit of a condo clutch applied
By Roderick Strong. He's got Loki inching his way to the ropes, but Roderick Strong pulling back on it. Loki rolls him up. 1, 2. No! Roderick Strong kicks out at 2 at the very last second. And now Loki, he's pulling back that Dragon Sleeper, and Roderick Strong.
Oh, I didn't even see it coming.
Roderick Strong's tapped out instantly. Loki cinched in the sleeper, and now he advances to the second round of the 2008 Battle of Los Angeles.
Oh, boy.
Way to kick off the Block D section of the 2008 Battle of Los Angeles. The winner of this match will go on to face the winner of Chris Hero and Necro Butcher, and a man whose Battle of Los Angeles is over already. I guess to your great disappointment and to mine as well. I thought you had a great performance out there tonight, but unfortunately Brandon Bonham, he was able to pull one over you on you. Kenny Omega here joining me on commentary.
That's right. Unfortunately, I did lose the first matchup, but I'm recovering from that loss, and here I am.
Look at this, Joey Ryan rolling up Scott Lost, his longtime tag team partner. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Oh, not at all.
I mean, I'm sure fans are concerned with your emotional state.
Definitely.
And are you taking it well?
You know what? I'm just gonna spend a quiet night alone in my hotel room tonight and think about my life.
Yeah.
But I hope to be back.
Now, Kenny Omega,
yes,
if that is your real name, and I don't think it is.
Of course it is.
Because
are you kidding me?
I've heard rumors, and I've put 2 and 2 together.
Okay.
Look at this, Scott Lost rolling up Joey Ryan.
Very good back and forth action, by the way.
These two men, they know each other so well.
Yes.
And that's I guess that's part of being a tag team. Look at this Northern Light suplex very early on in the match. Taking a page out of Scott Lost's book is Joey Ryan, but the blonde hair.
Yes.
The red T-shirt on you, the red attire.
Right.
First name Ken. The Hadoken.
Right.
Is it possible that you are Ken Masters?
No.
If I figured something out, just give me a wink if I'm getting a little too close to home.
I'll give you a nudge. I won't give you the wink.
Okay. But all right, we'll leave that where it is. But Scott Lost,
paintbrushed him in the face.
Caught him across the cheek. Joey Ryan asked him, drop kicks his partner. And I mean, I guess that's to be expected because they are facing off here in this first round contest. But I mean, so far, your experience here in Pro Wrestling Guerrilla, Kenny Omega, what do you make of it? What do you like? What don't you like?
Well, I enjoy that the talent pool runs so deep. I mean, I'm here in a promotion where all these guys could be considered the best. And you don't know who's going to win this tournament just for that very reason. Any one of these men could win this tournament. There's no favorite. Anybody could pull off, win. But until we find the victor, you know, the crowd's going to be on the edge of their seat, following us step for step, wondering who's going to take that trophy home.
Big clothesline from Scott Lost as he stops Joey Ryan on the back of the head. And, you know, these two men, they came out together on their entrance.
Right.
Because, they are normally tag team partners, as we've said before. They have had their rifts in the past, a back suplex by Scott Lost driving Joey Ryan down. But Scott Lost definitely being the aggressor here in this match. And Joey Ryan, he likes to, as he says, bring sleazy back. And even if it's never been somewhere before, he will bring sleazy to it. And so, you know, he's usually one to cut corners and to take advantage of his opponents.
His backwater antics has definitely been sleazy today because, I mean, they had a great wrestling exchange back and forth, roll-up for roll-up, and now we saw Joey Ryan, was it, I believe, who...
Joey Ryan in the red trunks, Scott Lost in the black.
Scott Lost, yeah. He cast the first stone and with that vicious slap and then the drop kick to the face. So we took a match that was, you know, kind of a fun outing between friends and made it into what it is right now.
And it's a battle for blood.
I think so.
Yeah, I think neither man will be satisfied until the other is laying toothless and broken. And we very well could see that. I mean, they've had it before. They actually, very early on in Pro Wrestling Guerrilla, they had a ladder match. They were defending tag team champions together, and they had a ladder match to decide who would become the sole possessor of the tag team titles.
It's unbelievable what a gigantic trophy can do between friends. I mean, these men, you wouldn't know that they had that history together. You wouldn't know they've been tag team partners. You wouldn't know that at one point they wanted to kill each other, because that all means nothing right now. It's all about that trophy.
Shot to the midsection of Joey Ryan as he's backing Scott Lost off. Joey goes into the ropes. Scott Lost, beautiful drop kick. Not even a drop kick.
What is a one-footed
heel kick?
Yeah, heel kick, drop kick thingy.
Caught him right on the money.
Right on the mush.
Yeah, and Joey Ryan might be eating his meals through a straw for the next week or three. Now throwing face first into the top turnbuckle. Kenny Omega, big fan of video games, I understand.
I'm not just a fan. It's pretty much my life in a nutshell outside of wrestling.
What are you playing right now?
I just finished Dead Space.
Yeah?
And I'd highly recommend it because I'm a big fan of the survival horror genre.
Right.
But, I mean, right now I'm sort of in between things. I was trying to finish up Persona 3. Mm-hmm. And, well, I just beat Mega Man 9 as well.
All right. On which platform?
Well, it's downloadable content for all of the... for PS3, I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
PS3 guy.
Yeah.
360 player at all?
Joey! You know...
Joey Ryan.
Drop kicks him out of midair.
Caught him with that drop kick as we were...
As you said, these men know each other so well. A normal man would not have been able to see the springboard coming.
But Joey Ryan has his partner well scouted because he sees him doing it from the ring apron all the time.
He knows him on a deeper level. These men go.
So not a 360 fan?
Personally, no. But of course, you know, I mean, if a buddy has Gears of War and invites me over, I'm going to be all over it.
Wow,
I'm not a Halo fan, though.
Halo.
I'll go public and say that right
now. As I've referred to it on many occasions, frat club.
Oh, no.
Because it is a frat party or frat house favorite. And it's not something that I enjoy quite highly. Neither does Scott Lost enjoy having his jaw jacked by Joey Ryan. Oh, jumping knee takes him down.
Shades of Triple H.
And we've seen Joey Ryan do it before. He actually last month he had a double pedigree on his opponents, and shades of his the spine buster.
Triple H spine buster too.
And Joey Ryan really picking up a few things in his last dark match appearance with the WWE.
Definitely.
And unfortunately,
I mean, why not steal something from someone successful?
Yeah, it's worked for them.
Definitely.
Why wouldn't it work for him?
It's working for him right now. He's looking fantastic in the ring.
He's got him hooked up.
Could be a pedigree.
But you know what? Joey Ryan doesn't have the years of expertise that Triple H does, so the pedigree could backfire on Joey Ryan, almost like it did there. Dumped him up and over the top. Two count. I can't get over, like the 360.
I hate it.
Really?
Yeah, no, I really do.
I use my PS3 as a Blu-ray player almost exclusively.
Wow.
Yeah.
I even use it as a DVD player too.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's
not just Blu-ray.
But yeah, wow. I got Fable. I'm about 90% of the way through that. I'm really enjoying it.
I call it Gable.
Wow. Because it's published by Gabe Sapolsky, formerly of Ring of Honor.
Oh, no.
Not quite, but... Oh, Joey Ryan.
He does have the time to publish games now.
That's right. He's got nothing but free time now. And Joey Ryan asking the crowd if they would want a mustache ride. I think everybody was in agreement except for Scott Lost.
Yeah, dude definitely disagrees.
Fighting
Kidney
out of
punches, going for perhaps... Oh, no.
Oh, the suicide over the top rope to the floor. And every time Scott Lost does that, I have to ask why. Who stands to benefit from that? Certainly not Scott Lost.
He's casting his own safety to the wind on that one. I think he's just throwing up a prayer and hoping that the latter man takes most of the punishment. It just goes to show you what exactly he's willing to give up for this tournament.
And I mean, yeah, even though these two men are good friends, they travel up and down the road together. They break bread together.
They do.
And
they sleep in the same bed together.
They are that close. I mean, they're that in tune.
I slept in the same bed as Chuck Taylor this morning.
And you know what? It's not our fault that the hotel only had single beds available.
God damn it, it wasn't even a hotel. It was someone's house.
I believe it was Top Gun Tower.
And it was a floor.
Even worse.
Yeah.
Kenny Omega getting the AAA treatment here from.
I just called it a bed because there was a blanket on the hardwood floor. There was a pillow though.
Well, perhaps that's why you lost. Perhaps you could protest the championship committee or the tournament committee
stiff neck
because of inadequate logic. Oh, Scott Lost.
Modified flatliner.
Going for that soul button, and now the spinning round kick.
Very nice roundhouse kick.
Caught Joey Ryan on the back of the head, drove his face into the canvas. 2 count only as Joey Ryan kicks out.
He put a large amount of torque on that kick, so I'm really shocked at this point that he was able to kick out.
High velocity kick from Scott Lost. Found its mark on the back of Joey Ryan's head, and Joey Ryan is just, I mean, he was the longest reigning Pro Wrestling Guerrilla World Champion. So, oh, look at this, Joey Ryan counters the ace crusher from Scott Lost.
Yeah. Using his own momentum to drive him into his knee like that. That's very well scouted.
Caught him in a backbreaker, but there we see Scott Lost hooks up and drops him down. 1, 2 count only as Joey Ryan able to kick out. Any interest in Fallout 3? I've heard good things.
I have interest in it, and I watched a lot of videos and stuff, but I just...
Oh, the pedigree!
Because it resembles a shooter so much, and Call of Duty World of War is going to come out right away, I mean, that's really all I can play that kind of...
It's like a turn-based shooter.
Yeah, I know. I saw the way it works. It's kind of cool. You can select the head, you can select various limbs, and et cetera, but
just like Joey Ryan selected the limb or the face of Scott Lost to drive it into the canvas with that
to think that a match between friends you'd be selecting the face.
Yeah, I know. And
as the object of your.
But they do spend a lot of their free time out on the prowl together. And
really?
so perhaps Joey Ryan is trying to increase his odds with the ladies by messing up the face of Scott Lost. No, Scott Lost.
Wonderful backflip there.
Lands on his feet.
Through the ropes.
Scott Lost got a little tied up in the ropes. Joey Ryan goes through elbow suicida. Caught Scott Lost right on the ear as he was coming up. He didn't even know where he was after getting dumped out of the ring.
The fans have risen to their feet here. They know that they've just seen something pretty crazy.
Scott Lost got caught hard.
Some merchandise here.
And Kenny Omega making a sale on commentary. Sir, you will be forever remembered as not only Rod Woodson's biggest supporter, but Kenny Omega's biggest supporter during this match.
That's right.
Kenny Omega not even involved in this match. And there's a small child actually wandering around.
Shows no boundaries.
Hey, what's up, man?
No boundaries whatsoever.
Oh, now it's Scott Lost back here. Sorry, we had a bad angle. We couldn't see what was going on the floor, but we did see the small unattended child.
The crowd is definitely into this match. Like I said, everyone was on their feet. They're chanting.
Oh, Scott Lost hard right hand.
The crowd is torn between who to cheer for. Both men at the top rope.
The super duper superplex into a pinning predicament. 2. No! Kicks out at 2.5. Very easily could have been 3, but Joey Ryan, he had his wits about him.
Inside of him, yes.
And now Scott Lost, he took a lot out of himself after that impact on that suplex.
Definitely.
And so he's trying to collect himself and get back up to his feet and keep the attack on Joey Ryan.
Both men digging deep for that je ne sais quoi, that little extra bit that makes them go that extra mile.
Joey first up to his feet. Now Scott very nearly after.
And
Oh, look at that. He ducked under the super kick. And
no.
Super kick is a move most often applied by
Deathlock.
the sharpshooter, as Scott Lost likes to call it. I'm not sure. I always call it this.
Actually, I think Bret Hart likes to call it that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Because Scott Lost is Bret Hart's biggest fan.
Oh, he also likes to call it that too.
And if Bret Hart were to see this tape and Joey Ryan,
He'd be spinning in his grave.
he's digging his grave so he could spin in it.
Uh-oh.
Joey Ryan makes his way over to the ropes. The Scorpion Deathlock, the Sasagatame, as it's called over in, I believe, England. No, maybe not. I might be a bit confused there. But Joey Ryan, you can see definitely feeling the effects of the Scorpion Deathlock, the sharpshooter applied to his midsection. And Scott Lost going for the Superman Spear. He called it, and he telegraphed it. Joey Ryan power bombs him, deep cover. 2 count only.
Your fault.
Scott Lost telegraphed the Superman Spear. Oh, Joey Ryan kicked to the side of the face. Super kick.
Throws back down.
Oh my God!
That could be it.
The big fat kill. He got it. That is it. He just destroyed the face of his friend and tag team partner to advance to the second round of the 2008 Battle of Los Angeles.
What an incredible matchup.
Kenny Omega, thank you for joining me on commentary despite your poor choice in a video game console. Gentlemen, what a Block C matchup we have here. And the man joining me, unfortunately, was defeated earlier on in the evening, Roderick Strong. Great matchup with low-key, highly competitive matchup. But unfortunately, you were defeated, and my condolences, I guess.
It's okay. It's okay. Sometimes everyone's got to lose once.
That's true, but Roderick Strong, no stranger to winning, and no stranger to either of these two men. And yourself and Davey Richards, actually former Pro Wrestling Guerrilla World Tag Team Champions.
Right, Davey Richards is very, very talented. Bryan Danielson is the best in the world. Come on now.
But in this match, in this environment, Bryan Danielson, his first match back in Pro Wrestling Guerrilla in almost 11 months. Who do you give the edge to? Davey Richards, of course, a hometown favorite. Well, he used to be a hometown favorite with many of the fans, but he seems to have turned his back on them, and they in turn have turned their back on him. Who do you give the edge to in this match?
I give it to Bryan. He hasn't been here for 11 months. He has something to prove. He's not just going out there, to wrestle for PWG. He's coming back to prove a point in PWG. Cement his place as the best wrestler in the world, obviously.
The last time he was here, he had that.
Let me tell you though, that was a hard slap to the face.
Yes, it was.
Davey is a disrespectful son of a bitch, but hey,
whatever works, and perhaps
he's the one in there with Bryan Danielson. So
he's trying to, he's trying to pull out the supports of the bridge that is Bryan Danielson's game plan. If I may make a very long-winded and bad analogy there.
I just think he's just trying to be aggressive before Bryan gets aggressive on him, which is an okay strategy, but
Bryan Danielson, this is what he talked about earlier in the evening, putting on the leg scissors on the head and neck of Davey Richards. And the winner of this match will go on to face TJ Perkins tomorrow night, who TJ Perkins actually won his match after the decision was reversed because Chuck Taylor ended up using the foreign object that TJ Perkins brought into the ring.
Well, I feel bad for TJ.
Because he's got to face one of these two men?
Yes.
And that's an unenviable task, but
he better bring.
Oh! Danielson paintbrushes Davey, returning the favor. He better bring his A+ game.
A+++.
Wow. See me after class because I'm going to give you extra credit. That kind of game.
Davy's slap was an A-. Bryan's slap was an A+. Just saying.
Single leg takedown by Danielson. Now Danielson going for the surfboard. The
That's where Bryan wants him. Bryan wants to be on top.
Stomping on the knees of Davey Richards.
That is very, very painful. You feel that the rest of the match.
And we saw in your match, Loki giving the unorthodox foot stomps to your knees, and I see you're still kind of icing your knee down and really trying to work out the kinks in it.
Yes,
and
very,
so,
very painful.
That's just a taste of what can happen in a professional wrestling ring, and a taste of what Davey Richards just experienced.
I feel for Davey right there. I've experienced that quite a few times. Bryan's put me in quite a few ice baths after the match. Just got to heal up.
And
test the strength right here.
Very even. Actually, Davey Richards getting the better of him.
He's a powerhouse.
But Bryan Danielson showing off his agility. Danielson, of course, the taller of the two men. But Davey Richards is now being outpowered by Bryan Danielson. So Danielson might have agility and power advantage over Davey Richards.
Just experience and leverage, my friend. Experience and leverage right there. But Davey worked his way back up.
Davey with a monkey flip. Rolls Danielson up into the corner. Danielson returns the favor with a monkey flip of his own. Excuse me, my voice cracking a little bit. I'm so excited about this matchup.
Oh, double bridge.
Double bridge, but Davey's the first to break it off and pulls Danielson
still in the test of strength.
Back up to his feet. But Danielson.
Right.
2 count only for Danielson, but they're still locked in. They have their the grip knuckle lock of the slide, but Davey returning the favor that time.
No one's gonna let go.
It's extremely even at this point. And if we know one thing about Bryan Danielson, he had a match with Claudio Castagnoli in PWG where the entirety of the match they had a headlock on. They held a headlock on. So Bryan Danielson is no stranger to holding one hold if it's effective for the entire match. Oh, look at this now, reversing the knuckle lock on Davey.
Putting a lot of pressure on those hands and those wrists.
Davey Richards
his way out, Bryan.
Danielson up and over the top, shot to the rope, Irish whip, and Davey Richards knocked out on the drop kick. Danielson has the crowd's full support here. Ducks out. Davey Richards ducked out. Running knee to the side of the face takes Davey Richards down.
After the impressive belly flop, I think Bryan did that to me before here.
The running knee to the face?
No, the belly flop. Faked it. That son of a...
And you know what? Davey Richards not watching his tapes.
You see, you got to research, my friend. Research.
I think Davey Richards came into this match confident because he and Bryan Danielson spent so much time together touring overseas in Pro Wrestling
and
Noah.
He thought he knew everything in his game.
But Bryan Danielson surprising Davey Richards.
He didn't know he was a professional belly flop champion in 3rd grade. He did not know that. I actually just Googled that on my phone.
Wow. When you were younger, did you ever get... Oh! Going for the belly flop again, but Davey Richards had it well scouted and drop kicked him in the midsection. When you were younger, were you ever tricked into doing a belly flop? Like one of your first 2 times swimming?
Oh, yeah, I was big and fat, so that's what you had to do.
Now the crowd chanting, Davey sucks at Davey. A very different reception from the last time he was here when he faced off against Brandon Bonham. They went to a time limit draw. But now Davey firing Bryan Danielson. The ropes catches him with the kitchen sink. Danielson goes through the ringer and down in the center of the ring, holding on to that midsection of his. Now leg scissors applied by Davey Richards, trying to squeeze the life out of him.
This isn't going to beat a man, it's just going to wear him down, and that's what we're trying to do out there. You're trying to wear the man down.
You cause a man to breathe harder. He's less susceptible to bursts of strength to overpowering you.
It takes a lot more out of you to dig deep, to get that extra win, and so to come back.
Davey Richards really trying to make Bryan Danielson earn.
I think Bryan's trying to kick a hole through the ring to end this match.
And you know what? It might end the tournament as well.
That's right. It could possibly.
So maybe.
And now he's trying to get in out position.
What is he? Oh, he's using almost like the claw to the midsection, but no, it goes into the cross arm breaker. Davey Richards.
Better get to. Davey's lucky there.
We saw, almost a repeat of what we saw in your match. Loki applied the flying cross arm breaker. You were very wise to link your hands together and pull him into a pinning predicament. But Davey Richards unable to do so. Instead, made it to the ropes to force Danielson to break it up. trying to give you a compliment, man. You did good in your match. No, you didn't win.
It's a little depressing. Why do you keep talking about it?
I'm sorry, man.
The compliment at first was nice, but now it's just making me.
Well, I'm trying to build
me upset.
Build you up and then bring you down. How's your fantasy team doing?
Doing good, actually. Good, strong year. 6-2 right now. I mean, tomorrow's a big day for me.
Yeah. I had to set my lineups before I left home this morning. So I'm not going to be home tomorrow. And somebody was questionable. I think Santana Moss was questionable.
Yeah, he's in play.
Yeah, I don't know. I took him out. I had Driver on the bench, so I put Driver in.
Oh, look at this hold.
Bryan Danielson. This is a 4-in-1. He's working on the neck, the shoulders, the arms, and I think the back of Davey Richards.
The pretzel.
That's even simpler than the 4-in-1. And now Davey Richards pulling back on Bryan. Did he spit in his hair? I think he spit in the hair.
I think he tried to, and now he's going to twist it into a rat tail. I know it.
No, instead he twisted into a pinning predicament. But Bryan Danielson reverses, and now Davey Richards is in big
on
trouble.
The other foot now.
The fans chanting "Davey sucks" again at Davey, really trying to get into his head, and that only works to Bryan Danielson's advantage. Now pinning predicament for Danielson, 2 count as Davey kicks out.
Very smart, Bryan, with the leverage there, so Davey couldn't slip into the same hole again.
Davey Richards retreats out underneath the bottom rope, and he's on the ring apron. Big headbutt, almost knocks Davey Richards to the floor. But
what are they gonna do now?
Oh, German soup. There was a Pro Wrestling Guerrilla World Title match between El Generico and Davey Richards, where Generico hit the brainbuster on the ring apron, but Davey Richards this time not the one on the receiving end, on the giving end, hit that arm wringer and drove Bryan Danielson's shoulder into the frame of the ring that's underneath the apron, and then Danielson took an awkward spill on the floor. So a bit of a double jeopardy situation for Bryan Danielson there. Davey Richards with the arm breaker. Now, Roderick Strong, would you still think that Danielson is the favorite in this match, seeing what you're seeing now?
Well, obviously, right now, Davey Richards is in control. And obviously, when someone's in control, they have the upper hand. There's a better percentage that they're going to win.
Higher odds.
Yes.
If Vegas were to make the odds on this match
Davey
in the middle of the match.
Davey looks good. But what is Davey going to do when Bryan gets back in control? I mean, obviously, Bryan, when he gets back in control, is going to be less than 100% based on only having 100% arm. So now he's at like 85%.
Uppercut from Danielson. He's really sending Davey for a loop. Kick to the midsection. And another arm breaker. Davey Richards. Very, very smart strategy.
Davey's working a smart game right here.
Throwing Danielson in underneath the bottom rope.
Very, very Bryan Danielson-like game.
That's right. He's concentrating on one limb of his opponent.
Got that arm bar, nice leverage right there. He's just trying to wear him down right here, obviously. He's not trying to beat him right now. I think he's trying to be a little disrespectful and just wear him down. Beat him on his own terms.
Great success at that strategy for Davey Richards, perhaps trying to prevent him from applying the cattle mutilation, the finishing maneuver. Chop to the chest. Davey Richards steps over, and a kick to the arm. And again on the shoulders. Now Davey Richards rolls him through and twists his ankles Danielson into a pinning predicament. But you can see he's got his Danielson's arm tied up between his legs.
Bryan Danielson always knows where he's at.
Danielson, of course, the very definition of a ring general. He has tremendous ring awareness. Knows exactly where he is at all times, and really. He's close. Well, maybe not. He's close to the ropes. Could you stretch out that right foot of his? But instead,
we don't know how close he is, though.
Davey Richards.
In the ring.
Well,
from our monitor, he looks very close.
That's true. It could be a trick of the angle. But now Davey Richards bringing Danielson back up to his feet, kicks him in the arm.
Right to the arm. He's not even trying to hit anywhere but the arm.
You know who else throws hard kicks?
Loki.
I was gonna say Brandon Bonham. Shot to the side of that. Well, no, not as hard as low kick. Now elbows repeatedly by Danielson, but a jawbreaker stems the tide. And now Davey Richards double leg takedown and firing in some elbows to the side of the head of Bryan Danielson. Now pulling him back up by that left arm, that injured left arm. Now Davey Richards backs him into the corner.
I don't know about that strategy. Davey had him in nice control.
Headbutts him.
Davey bringing the pain there.
Jumping headbutt. Davey Richards, full head of steam. Soul butt to the midsection. caught him right on the money there.
Or in the money bag, the coin purse.
And he's waiting for the 10 count.
He caught him in the man coin purse, dude.
The fork. He caught him in the coccyx, as it were. And actually, Bryan Danielson and I called that very same maneuver earlier in the match, or earlier in the evening. Oh! Danielson just turned Davey Richards inside out.
I don't know if that was a knee or that was his jumping kick that he likes to do. I don't know. Bryan Danielson can hit you with anything. He's very effective at it.
And you can see he's clutching that left arm very close to his body, but he has the advantage now after blasting Davey Richards with that shot. Now Danielson getting back up to, or pulling Davey Richards into the ropes, kitchen sink. Davey Richards the one going for the loop this time. Oh, and the kick across the shoulder blades.
That's all I can say is wow.
Davey Richards trying to escape from Bryan Danielson's grasp, but having some bad luck with it as Danielson follows him to the corner. Sends him pillar to post.
Drop toe hold from Bryan Danielson.
Danielson running knees to the back of the head of Davey Richards.
Danielson going up top. This could be the missing drop.
Going way up to the top rope. Big shotgun style missile dropkick takes Davey Richards off his feet.
Hip up.
Danielson is a man refreshed as he is back up to his feet. Charges in the running knee to the face.
That was the jumping kick.
Oh, was it? I'm sorry.
Correct.
I was looking at the monitor, not the ring.
I've been kicked with that. I know what it looks like.
You're very familiar with it.
Yeah.
You know who else's kicks you're familiar with? Brandon Bonham's.
I don't even know who that is.
He was in the second match. He beat Kenny Omega.
I don't know who that is.
He's the new guy.
Okay.
Roderick Strong.
So new, I don't know who he is.
Wow. He's the man that took Davey Richards.
Oh, that's the guy who was supposed to wrestle. He was canceling the show.
Yeah, that's right. Hey, fuck you. Now Davey Richards being brought back up to his feet by Bryan Danielson. Reverses Danielson into the corner. Danielson up and over the top of Richards. Coming off the ropes. But Danielson spent...
Oh, crazy man.
Davey Richards, tope con hello on the outside. Smashes into Danielson.
Davey just comes with it.
Come on, Dragon!
Strong sparring with me verbally. And getting results for college football on the
Texas Tech 2, Texas 0.
wow.
You okay,
Very
Dragon?
safety.
Big game.
Yeah.
Yeah, very surprised.
And now
Did my wow things.
Aaron Hassan administering the 20 count as Davey Richards pulling Danielson up to his feet and into the ring underneath the bottom rope. Davey Richards. Davey is no stranger to taking it to the air. Could be not going for a shooting star press, obviously, as Bryan Danielson up to his feet. Drop kicked him on the arm. Caught him on the elbow, perhaps looking to hyperextend that elbow of Bryan Danielson. Definitely stopping Danielson from using the cattle mutilation effectively. Northern Light suplex only gets a 2 count.
He's got it locked in nice.
He's got his arm just tied up right behind his back. Danielson, though, had a clear visual of the bottom rope, and he fought his way over to force the break.
Quickly, very quickly. So we understood the damage he was in.
And now the fans chanting, "Let's go Dragon." They are fully behind Bryan Danielson, but Davey Richards has really dished out a lot of punishment to the arms of Bryan Danielson. Danielson caught the kick, dropped it down, and went for the clothesline. Maybe telegraphed it a little. Dumps Davey Richards out into a pinning predicament. The prawn hold. No! Davey Richards kicks out, but he brought Bryan Danielson right into a German suplex.
Nice.
2.
Oh.
No! Danielson kicks out at 2.
That was very nice. I thought Davey had him. Honestly, from this angle, it looked like he had him.
Who are you to question the judgment of Aaron Hassan?
Is he going for the doctor driver?
Could very well be going for the Dr. Driver. Close cousin of the Dr. Bomb. Dr. Death, Steve Williams, and Davey Richards, close personal friends. And Davey Richards learning a lot
They
from...
wrestle very similar.
That's true. And now Davey Richards reversed out of the DR driver. Bryan Danielson reverses into a pinning predicament. Davey Richards changes into a pinning predicament. 2 count. Danielson on top. Davey Richards bridges up. Danielson goes behind. Going for the backslide. Neither man could get it, so Danielson rolls through. Butterfly suplex. He captures the arm. He's got him in the cross arm breaker.
Davey's in a predicament right there. Davey is the fight to the rope, so this is over.
Davey is in deep water. He's got to make it to the shallows if he hopes to survive.
Oh, look at Bryan Danielson.
Oh, but Davey Richards reverses it. Flips him over. Got him in the Texas cloverleaf, and he's wrenching the back and the knees of Bryan Danielson. Unfortunately for Davey, all the work that he put in this match was on the upper body of Bryan Danielson, but still trying to weaken the lower body of Danielson is not a bad strategy.
He's just trying to take advantage of the situation, and that was there.
Danielson rolls him up. 1, 2.
Oh, big.
Davey kicks out at 2.
Very, very close.
Both men exhausted after this very hard-fought contest. Aaron Hassan getting the 10 count for both men to get up to their feet. Neither man, though, looks like they're ready to give up, and that is exactly the case, as they are on their knees and reaching towards one another, just trying to inflict even more punishment on their opponent. Danielson is up first and strikes first with that elbow. Davey returns the favor with elbow of his own. Davey bounces off the middle rope. Danielson bounces, getting the full momentum to really dish out the maximum punishment with that shot. Danielson blocks it. He's got him in the heel hook. Oh, what is this? Heel hook, German suplex, 2. Davey kicks out at 2.
Very, very close.
Bryan Danielson, a very unorthodox attack, but a very effective attack, almost winning the match for himself there.
I think Davey having his feet so far over his head helped him roll through that too.
Now Davey Richards brought up to the top rope. Bryan Danielson, he's climbing high. Davey Richards trying to fight out of it. Shots to the midsection, trying to push that leg of Danielson off. I believe he caught him in the face, maybe even the eye, that forced Danielson to come off the top. Danielson hit him hard with that elbow. Now he has him in the front chancery, firing in shots with those right hands to the thigh of Bryan Danielson. And what is this? Bryan Danielson balanced up on the top rope. Oh my God! Davey Richards just drove the shoulder of Bryan Danielson into the canvas from the top rope.
This looks over to me, my friend. This looks over.
He is stretching out the arm of Bryan Danielson. He's got a deep bridge. Oh, Bryan Danielson pushes out the leg of Davey Richards. He's got him hooked up. Elbows to the side of the head.
That's Concussion City.
Davey, though, blocks it. Now he's got Danielson all tied up.
Oh, my God.
Brings him over. Oh, and he's got him all locked up and really wrenching on the arm. Danielson is very, very close to tapping out. You can see his hand, his body wants to give up, but his mind.
I think his hand wants to grab the rope. You see how close it is.
His mind wants to continue on in the tournament, but at what cost, Roderick Strong? What happens if Bryan Danielson goes into round 2 with a broken arm?
TJ Perkins is very technical himself.
And I see TJ Perkins actually, he's up there watching this match right now. He's scouting his opponents for tomorrow.
He's not an idiot.
He knows what's going on, and he could be facing.
He understands what Battle of Los Angeles means, how big it is.
And right now you see Davey Richards a bit frustrated, but Davey Richards could very well be TJ Perkins' opponent tomorrow, especially if this match follows the course that it's on right now.
Davey just talking shit.
He's taunting Bryan Danielson.
That is not good.
Danielson rattled by it. Kick to the chest. And he's not keeping the pressure on Bryan Danielson, and that is Davey Richards' biggest mistake. He's taking his focus off this man who is a former Pro Wrestling Guerrilla World Champion. Davey Richards goes for the kick. Danielson clobbers him with the elbow, rolling elbow, and now Bryan Danielson, Tiger suplex, high bridge, 2. Now Davey kicks out at 2. Bryan Danielson laying in the elbow shots to the face of Davey Richards. Cattle mutilation. Davey Richards in the center of the ring. Bryan Danielson shaking the life out of Davey Richards. Davey Richards taps out, and Bryan Danielson advances to the second round of the 2008 Battle of Los Angeles. Self-preservation instincts kick in for Davey Richards as he taps out. And Bryan Danielson, his first match at PWG in 11 months, advances. and gentlemen, the first and only three-way first-round matchup here in the 2008 Battle of Los Angeles. The first man to score a pinfall in this match will be the winner and will advance to round 2. And the winner of this match will actually go on to face Loki, which is got to be an unappetizing prospect for any of these three men. But something that they have to put in the back of their mind, because their task at hand is to win this matchup. And joining me in the commentary booth is the recently defeated and the recently concussed Joey Ryan. Joey, how you feeling?
I'm okay. I was knocked out 10 minutes ago, but I'm all right now.
Not known as the world's fastest wrestler, Joey Ryan. Do you think you're up to commentating this match post-concussion?
Well,
I know you faced all three of these men on separate occasions.
Yes.
So you are familiar with them at least. But do you think that gives you an advantage, or do you think the action's going to be too tough to call, especially with somebody with a concussion? Look at this, Yoshino turning the tables on Generico and Jackson.
Well, I think a tougher task than calling this match is going to be for one of these guys to win this match.
That's right. It is first to pin, first to win, as Nick Jackson wrenching the arm of Yoshino wrenching the arm of Generico, and this is it's triple threat rules. All three men in the ring at the same time, and Nick Jackson, current Pro Wrestling Guerrilla World Tag Team Champion, of course, with his brother Matt. Matt recently married this morning, and as you mentioned to me during the interval, Nick Jackson, the world's newest
brother-in-law.
And Yoshino went for the pinning predicament. Nick Jackson goes for the pinning predicament. Now Generico goes for the pin. No. Rolls Yoshino through. Yoshino goes for the pin there. And a stalemate here very early on in this three-way match. Is this about what you expected from this matchup, Joey?
Yeah, I doubt this is the last time these fans are going to be applauding in unison like that.
You didn't think it would play out like the one remaining match on this card, the no disqualification first round match between Echo Butcher and Chris Hero?
No, I think that one's probably going to be a little bit different.
That's why we bring you in, Joey, right?
Because
for your expert analysis. Yeah. Generico leapfrogs over Yoshino. Yoshino went behind Generico. Drop kick assisted by Generico there. Takes Yoshino out of the equation, at least temporarily.
Usually when someone wins a triple threat match at Bowl, they win the whole thing.
That's true. In previous years, the three-way was the final. Oh, Davey Richards, of course, won. Actually, he didn't. He won the singles match. Generico up and over the top, crashing down on Yoshino and Nick Buck.
This is kind of what I expected in this match.
And yeah, Davey Richards was originally supposed to face Shima and Super Dragon in the finals of the 2006 Battle of Los Angeles, but Super Dragon was, I think you might have had something to do with him not being in that match, Joey Ryan.
I have no comment. I'm pleading the fifth on that one.
And it seems like every time Super Dragon shows up, he's gunning for you, Joey Ryan. Do you think those two have anything to do with one another?
He hates me.
As he's rightfully so, I would say. But yes, last year, one of these men in this ring, El Generico, was a finalist in the 2007 Battle of Los Angeles. Unfortunately, he was eliminated by Shima in it might have been eliminated by Roderick Strong, but either way, Shima or Roderick Strong eliminated him.
Where's your research, Excalibur?
I knew he was the first one out, at least. That's more than you knew.
Yeah, that's true. To be honest with you, I couldn't even remember who won.
It was Shima. And Shima, of course, suffering from a neck injury, has kept him out of action for the majority of the year. If it weren't for that neck injury, I would almost guarantee that Shima would be back to defend his 2007 Battle of Los Angeles victory here in 2008. But instead, he has sent forth Masato Yoshino from the Dragon Gate promotion, part of the tag team Speed Muscle with of course, Naruki Doi. And Yoshino is the speedier of the two, but he is no slouch when it comes to the muscle department either.
Now, let me ask you this: I'm not up to speed on my current Dragon Gate. Are any of these? I know all three of these guys are on the current Dragon Gate roster, but I know there's a lot of factions. Are they faction mates or faction rivals?
No, they're not. They're well, I guess Generico is the foreign exchange student of Tozawa Juku, the young schoolboy faction of Dragon Gate, and Yoshino, of course, with the drop kick, drop toe combination.
Wow.
Precision teamwork by Generico and Yoshino.
Usually Nick's part of the teamwork.
Boot to the midsection, and Generico throws out Yoshino, covers him, only gets the 2 count. And Yoshino, of course, part of the World 1 faction. They are great enemies with the Real Hazard faction, part of Shingo's, I believe, is the leader of that group. And the Young Bucks, independent of all factions currently, At least to my knowledge, they might be leaning one way or another.
Maybe they're part of the Young Buck faction.
That's right.
with young
brother,
CK Jackson.
CK Jackson, you think the youngest Buck will make his PWG debut anytime soon?
Maybe. I mean, he's
got a way to go.
Is he under contract to YBTV? Because that might be hard to get him.
Very well. We couldn't put him on pay-per-views. But YBTV entering its 7th season. It's been renewed. Technically it's only in its 1st season, but it's been renewed for 6 more seasons. That's how successful it is. And Yoshino put on the brakes, almost spilled out over the top. But he was, not only are his feet fast, he is mentally extremely fast as well. As he saw what Nick Jackson, had planned, and he was able to avoid it.
It's okay. We can call him Nick Buck.
Oh, okay. And for the Young Bucks, Nick is in this tournament with his brother's blessing. The brother's Matt Buck's wedding ceremony was this morning, and but his brother Matt wanted him to come and compete in this tournament, wanted him to win this tournament as a bit of a wedding gift to Matt and his new bride. But that's a tall wedding gift to request from your brother.
I think he demanded it. I think he's out of the family if he doesn't.
He said
doesn't bring the trophy home.
Come back with a trophy, or don't come back with it at all.
Yeah.
Drop kick to the knee of Nick Jackson.
Well, there's one way to handle the Young Bucks: take their knee out, take their legs out.
And
because as noted on YBTV, they do a lot of flipping.
And you know what? I heard it's really easy.
It's simple.
Yeah,
simple, bro.
Just go up and
just flip,
bro. You just do it.
Simple, bro.
And now Generico and Yoshino standing off. Generico doesn't want to get into the ring. Yoshino's got his complete attention focused on him, as Nick Jackson is a little injured right now after that drop kick to the knee. Generico again slow to get into the ring, but finally does, and Yoshino allows him a clean entry.
I believe that Nick Jackson might be the only person in this match that was a best man today too.
That's true. He might be the only person in the building that was a best man today.
That might be. Maybe he might be the only person in this building that's ever been a best man.
That's true. A lot of unsavory individuals here in the crowd as I look around. We saw a child, Kenny Omega and myself, we saw a child wandering around unattended.
Yeah?
Yeah, he just kind of thought he was going to come over and buy a t-shirt, but that was Rod Woodson.
Should have put him on commentary.
That's right. I bet his analysis would have been better than... actually, nobody's been bad tonight. So. Oh! Coconut crunch by Nick Jackson as he goes up to the top. Head scissors arm drag takes down both of his opponents. And now Nick Jackson, you can see, trying to adjust his knee pad. Up and down goes Nick Jackson, crashing down on both men.
I don't think his knee's in too much pain.
It was an extremely graceful dive by Nick Jackson, but he came crashing down hard on his opponent.
So that's another thing about triple threat matches. You saw Yoshino try to single out Nick Jackson's leg, but when
Generico, I think he threw the book at him. Literally threw the book at him.
When your concentration is divided between two opponents, you can't focus and stay on one body part on one person.
Oh, soul butt to the midsection. Assisted swinging DDT off the middle rope. Great enziguri went around the world with it. 1, 2. Generico kicks out at 2. Generico maybe a little thinking about that he's with his Tozawa Juku teammates in Japan. Brought the book back to the ring, but Rick Knox allowed it to continue. Went for the haluva kick there, but Nick Jackson had it well scouted. Jackson again gets his boot up. Got the crowd fired up. Generico Michinoku driver drives him down. Ouch! Yoshino came in to break up the pinning predicament, but Generico saw him out of the corner of his eye, and Yoshino dropped an elbow on the sternum of Nick Jackson.
Nick Jackson has a lot of fan support here tonight.
That's right, but he doesn't have any family support. They are at the went through, and the lightning spiral just dropped him down. I believe that's called the lightning spiral, Joey Ryan.
Maybe we can ask our timekeeper.
Was that the lightning spiral?
Lightning spiral?
Oh, Jesus Christ. We have the worst staff.
We do.
Seriously. Now, Yoshino.
Your staff, you're the commissioner.
My staff's over there. They're all watching the match. They're not trying to drum up business for food and beverage, unfortunately. Nick Jackson, nobody home. Yoshino, nobody home, but Generico with the haluva kick. Everybody home as he laid out Nick Jackson in the corner. Tijuana moonsault. Jackson got his knees up. And now He's got him in the jungle lock. A throwback to Yoshino's early days in professional wrestling. And Generico is all tied up.
I was going to say Nick Jackson's nowhere near breaking this up. But.
1, 2. Generico kicks out at 2, and good thing he did because Nick Jackson, you're exactly right, Joey Ryan. He was in no position to break up that hold and continue, break up that pinning predicament and continue this match.
Sorry to jump on your point there. I know you're the play-by-play guy.
That's okay.
I'm just here for color.
Now Yoshino was going up to the top for his shotgun drop kick, but Nick Buck had it well scouted. And the PWG World Tag Team Champion is trying his hardest to get Yoshino down, perhaps bringing him back in the hard way with a fisherman buster off the middle rope. Yoshino, though, reverses. No, Nick Buck reverses. Yoshino up in the corner. Gets his boot up, though. Goes through. Oh, look at this. Just hanging on the neck. Rick Knox instructing Yoshino to break it up, giving him the 5 count. Helluva kick catches Yoshino in the face. Rolls up Nick Jackson. 2 count only. Nick Jackson able to kick out. Nick Jackson swinging a miss. A wild clothesline. The half and half Tiger suplex 85. Jackson up in the corner. Yoshino is out of the equation after that Helluva kick.
This could be it.
This could be curtains for the PWG World Tag Team Champion, Nick Buck. No, he's firing in with those right hands to the midsection. The ribs and the kidneys of El Generico being worked over. And now headbutts. Catch the generic luchador right between the eyes. 450 splash. 1, 2. But Yoshino right there to pull him out of the ring. Now he covers him. 1, 2. Now Generico kicks out at 2. Great maneuver by Yoshino to try to steal one, but unfortunately Generico had the presence of mind to kick out.
The timekeeper's clapping is going to be very loud on the commentary
I'm
track.
sure it is. And now Yoshino going up to the top rope. No, Generico blocks it. Now Generico's got Yoshino tied up. Going for the brain buster. Yoshino there working over those ribs of Generico once again. Back elbow, side of the head. Yoshino's ears have got to be ringing. Oh, overhand chop to the chest. Lightning spiral up the middle rope, avalanche style.
I think it'd be over if you cover him. If I was in the ring, I would cover him.
And Yoshino does exactly that. Hook of the leg. 2. Nick Jackson there in time to break it up. Now Nick Jackson telling Generico to get up to his feet. I think Nick Jackson should have followed in Yoshino's footsteps. Soul butt to the midsection, kick to the face, raises him up. Nick Jackson full head of steam. Generico rolls through, brain buster.
Nick Jackson just
1,
the best man.
2. Now Yoshino there to break it up. He might be the only best man in Burbank to take a brain buster from El Generico today.
Maybe, that's a stretch.
Now Yoshino swings for the fences. Generico, though, had it well scouted. Going for a brainbuster on Yoshino. Yoshino knee to the face. No, into the reverse DDT. Overhand shot. Yoshino, where is he going? He's going a long way out. Nick Jackson. Senton drop kick. Yoshino goes through. There's the Torbolino. Drove him down. He's going for it. The Sol Naciente, the sunset. And this could be the end of the day for Nick Jackson. He's got him tied up. He's got it locked in. Nick Jackson in the center of the ring. Nowhere to go. That is it. That is it. Yoshino advances to face Low Key tomorrow night in the second round of the 2008 Battle of Los Angeles.
Apparently, Matt and Dino were registered at PWG for the wedding gift.
Nick Jackson is going to have to find a new place to live. He said, either come home with the trophy or don't come home.
Yeah, he did. I got that.
Oh, okay.
Good foreshadowing earlier.
Yeah, you didn't react, so.
I did react. I thought the music was going to hit by now if we'd be done talking.
No, keep it going, stretch it out. Taylor joining me here on commentary for the main event of the evening. The house lights are up, and this is expected to be a wild one.
Is there any particular reason why it's no disqualification? Do these two not like each other?
Not just because it's a Necro Butcher match. Every match in Pro Wrestling Guerrilla is a Necro Butcher rules match, and those matches are fought under no disqualification. And Chris Hero agreed to it. He had the option as reigning champion to decline taking a no disqualification match. Chris Hero getting on the microphone just to say what's up.
Que pasa?
Yeah. Here, the clock is running on this match.
Necro's been studying lucha.
He has. His arm drag is second to none. Necro Butcher, if he does one thing well, that's fighting. And he does a lot of things well, but he excels at fighting, and Chris Hero is not getting any sympathy from the fans here in Burbank. Even though he is the reigning Pro Wrestling Guerrilla World Champion, his title is not on the line in this match. This is a no disqualification match, and now things looks like they're about to get underway.
Is he just Necro Butcher, or is it the Necro Butcher?
I thought it was just Necro Butcher, like on his driver's license. I've seen it. It says Necro Butcher.
Necro Butcher.
Yeah. We had to get his social security card for tax purposes. It's just Necro Butcher. It makes more sense if it's D, I think, in certain situations. But it's Necro Butcher, as far as I know. And so Aaron Hassan getting a lot of abuse. The referee, Aaron Hassan. Davey Richards kicked him in the midsection. Luckily, he's got a lot of padding. Not as much as he used to. That man lost 30 pounds.
30 pounds.
Yeah, that's quite a bit.
That's not bad.
And
Davey Richards kicks hard too.
Yeah, and so even though he had some padding there, Chris Hero looking to sweep out the leg of Necro Butcher. Necro Butcher keeping things slow, not wanting to fall into the trap of wrestling a technical match against Chris Hero, and that could be the worst possible thing for Necro Butcher to have happen, is a technical match to break out in this no disqualification contest.
I've got to think the Necro's got strength advantage here. I'm not sure. I've never wrestled the Necro Butcher, but he looks like he'd have that almost retard strength.
The FRS, freaky retard. Chris Hero explained that to me earlier. Yeah, that was shortly after I called the very effective slam the VEF.
The VEF.
The F is silent. But now Chris Hero with the hammerlock on Necro Butcher, but Necro Butcher reverses.
Biggest pop of the night for a hammerlock reversal.
And now Necro Butcher, he is wearing Chris Hero down. You can see he's got it really tight in there. Look, grabbing the arms. Now
he's got both arms.
He's going for the cattle mutilation. Oh no, pinning predicament. Chris Hero, though, very easily kicked out of that one.
I'd like to see the backlash against PWG in this match in particular. Necro Butcher would have just won
the match with the roll-up like that. Well, you know what? It's a tournament, and the stakes are high. Things are unpredictable, much like your match. TJ Perkins brought in a foreign object, unfortunately, I heard Chris Hero explain it to me earlier. It's wow, look at this. Catch can style wrestling, and
it's a half Nelson.
Necro Butcher holding his own. Pinning predicament, 1, 2 again, and he explained to me, Chuck Taylor, you're very fiery, and you see TJ Perkins trying to pull one over on you, trying to take advantage of you like that, and you want to return in kind. You want to show him that you're not one to be taken advantage of, and unfortunately, it kind of backfired for you tonight.
Very temperamental guy.
And
darn little TJ Perkins.
He's what did you think of TJ Perkins in that match? What do you think of his chances in the tournament? As he will be going on to face Bryan Danielson tomorrow night.
Bryan, I think he will lose.
And I would say that most of Las Vegas agrees with you. Caesar's Palace Sportsbook,
I, on the other
especially.
hand, definitely would have defeated the American Dragon.
And everybody else.
And absolutely.
And now Necro Butcher and Chris Hero really trying to wear each other's down with the collar and elbow tie-up. I believe Chris Hero's trying to push Necro Butcher back into a bridge, which he's doing quite successfully. He's brought him down into a bridge, and Chuck Taylor, even though Chris Hero,
back to his feet, amazing.
Even though Chris Hero is the Pro Wrestling Guerrilla World Champion, the title's not on the line tonight. Who do you give the advantage to in this matchup?
Oh, Necro Butcher any day of the week. You guy's a maniac.
You know, Roderick Strong said if he had a fantasy wrestling team, Necro Butcher would be his #1 pick.
Yeah?
Would you agree with that pick?
I'd take Necro.
Or would you take Chuck Taylor?
Well, I'd take Necro #2.
Oh, okay. I see.
Well, I guess that depends on how many people are involved.
Right.
I'd probably
Well, maybe we'll say it's like a 10-team format. Yeah, I'd wait to. Personally, I'd wait to pick myself up off of the waiver wire.
Yeah.
You know, I don't think anybody's going to draft me.
I think I'm a steal.
That's right. Could be you know, you'd go in like round 5. Everybody'd be like, "Oh, why'd you take Chuck Taylor?" But then like about 6 weeks in, you'd be like, "Oh my God, he took Chuck Taylor." And now Necro Butcher on the defensive here as Chris Hero is working him down. Greco-Roman knuckle lock, the test of strength, and this is where we see, is Necro Butcher stronger than Chris Hero? He's trying to fight up from his back on the canvas, and that's not a very good position to be in.
Hero had to put all of his weight on that on Necro's right arm to get it down.
But Necro's still able to kick out, and Necro saying no, it's not going to be that easy to finish me off. And now Hero stepping on the armpit of Necro Butcher, but Necro Butcher still able to power out of it.
Necro Butcher holding his own in a pure wrestling contest against PWG.
He pulls Chris Hero out from underneath himself, and Chris Hero trying to scoot, trying to get into a position where he can defend against Necro Butcher. Oh, look at this, Chris Hero. He's got the arm of Necro Butcher isolated, and now brings him down. And now look at this, Chris Hero with the ankle lock applied on Necro Butcher.
Working on the bare feet. Little does he know, Necro Butcher has athlete's foot.
That's right.
It's all over Chris Hero's hands.
So the joke is on Chris Hero, and in about 6 hours or so, he should start feeling a very uncomfortable itching. Imagine if he got that athlete's foot on his hands and then itched his eyes.
Oh, that'd be terrible. Tenactin in the eye? John Madden doesn't prove.
That's right. And even if he won this match tonight, despite the athlete's foot in the eye, how would he compete tomorrow?
I was in Nashville and there was a shoe store called Athlete's Foot. And I'm a guy who appreciates a good pun, but that's not something I want to hear when I'm going to buy a new pair of shoes.
Not at all. Did you go to the Foot Locker instead?
I didn't. But they did have a store called the Life Pedal. That was pretty awesome.
That is clever. And you know who else is clever?
Who's that?
Necro Butcher.
Necro Butcher using his legs to put down Chris Hero. He's almost got his shoulders on the mat.
I mean, he is really holding his own. This is surprising. I mean, we've seen Necro Butcher show flashes of technical brilliance before, but I mean, right now he has been holding his own with Chris Hero, one of the best technicians in the world. He's been holding it for at least 5 minutes now. He's been able to counter him and really prevent himself from being defeated on the canvas.
Chris Hero's got a little bit of air in between that shin lock. You might want to get his body down on Necro Butcher's back.
I think it's because Necro Butcher's holding on to that left leg of Chris Hero, creating some distance, trying to keep that front chantry as open as he can do, and it worked out well for Necro Butcher again. John with Aaron, his son, saying, "You don't want none of this. Davey Richards might have kicked you in the stomach, but I'll punch you in the face."
There's less padding there.
Yeah, I'm putting words into Necro Butcher's mouth, but I imagine their conversation went something like that.
Oh, man, something. Necro Butcher with his custom-made, beautiful Levi's denim shorts.
501s? No, 500 and a half. Now Necro Butcher bring Chris Hero into the corner. Aaron Hassan administering the 5 count, going for a clean break. Ooh, that's not where I'd like to be if I were Aaron Hassan. I mean, Necro Butcher, he's a clean guy, but, you know, he does have some, I don't want to say personal hygiene problems.
Issues.
Yeah. And so maybe if you were going to Pity City on Necro Butcher, I wouldn't head right in there. I'd maybe make the 5 count or 10 count before I stuck my head in there. Spend the rules a little bit. It's no disqualification.
And wear the gloves?
That is no disqualification. Why is he giving the 5 count?
He doesn't know what he's doing.
Look at this man.
Is this is the PWG head official?
No, of course not. Junior official. If he grew a mustache and wore a red cap, he looked exactly like Super Mario. And actually on this monitor, because it's being shot in widescreen, but this is a full screen monitor, he does look a little more Luigi-esque. He's a lot taller. He's a little stretched out. And so, oh, Necro Butcher reversing. Oh my God! Oh my God! Necro Butcher! Monkey flips Chris. Oh, Chris Hero though reverses. Necro Butcher coming right back in. Oh, another monkey flip. He caught him with it. Chuck Taylor, do you believe what you just saw?
I never thought I'd see Necro Butcher throw a monkey flip.
Not in a million years, but Necro Butcher using the Battle of Los Angeles as his chance to surprise everybody.
It's the bare feet. He gets better traction. You see Chris Hero wears those boots.
And how much
people don't know is those boots are very slick on the bottom.
They are. And
you can scuff them up, but they're still slick.
Necro, he's been walking through mud, molasses, anything. And so, I mean, he's got a lot of traction, a lot of gription, as people like to say. I don't think gription's an actual word.
It should be.
But for right now or just in general? Forever, okay. Necro Butcher, the gription on his feet, gription much like Spider-Man's gription, is he could walk on the ceiling if he wanted to. It's like Lionel Richie dancing on the ceiling. And Chris Hero, though, applying the side headlock, really wrenching. You can see his forearm bone is on the ear of Necro Butcher, looking to further cauliflower those ears.
Necro Butcher, not the best looking guy in the tournament.
What are you talking about?
He's
Who would be the Battle of Los Angeles champion based on looks?
That's a tough one. That Chuck Taylor's a good-looking guy.
I've heard.
That I saw that strapping young lad, that Brandon Bonham, with his flowing blonde locks.
Oh, he's going on tomorrow to face Nigel McGuinness.
Is that right?
Yes. What do you think about that matchup?
Can you hear me?
No, probably not.
No? Oh, I hate him.
Yeah.
I hate him a lot.
You think Bonham's gonna win?
Oh, he's gonna take it. He's got the better hair.
I'd pick Bonham or Kenny Omega to win the tournament. I'm sorry to say for you, but I think one of those two men will surprise everybody tomorrow. Well, actually, not Kenny Omega. He's got eliminated by Brandon Bonham. But look at this. Abdominal stretch applied by Necro Butcher, really dishing out some punishment to the midsection of Chris Hero.
Oh, Hero pushes the foot out of there.
Hip toss by Chris Hero. Oh, big senton. You could hear the breath just escaping the lungs of Necro Butcher very violently as he's kicked in the side of the head, and now Necro Butcher for the first time goes to the outside.
This is not where Chris Hero wants to be.
Chris Hero up and over the top. Necro Butcher. Oh, he just punched him in the face.
Straight right through the mouth.
And now this match has gone right into Necro Butcher's court. And I mean, Chris Hero, he can hold his own with the brawl. Oh, I think Chris Hero just lost a tooth. Chris Hero can hold his own in a brawling environment, but I mean, having a brawl with Necro Butcher is much like having a technical match with Chris Hero. 9 times out of 10, you are going to be outmatched.
We saw the brawl last month between Chris Hero and Eddie Kingston.
And Necro Butcher was, of course, in that match, the 4-way match with Loki as well, the title match. And I mean, that went everywhere. And I think if Chris Hero learned anything from that match and how hard that match was, he's got to keep things inside the ring. Oh, look at this. He went to throw him back into the ring, but Necro Butcher reversed and threw him into the chairs. Aaron Hassan has the unenviable task of keeping order in this match. Rick Knox, that's the senior official, Rick Knox, coming out were you going to trash your senior official if he was the senior official?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I don't know.
No, Knox is the senior official, and
Knox is the man.
Yeah, he is law and order here in Pro Wrestling Guerrilla.
I think there was a testicles shot right there.
There was. Testicles. Eddie Murphy, he's a funny guy.
That new movie he did was hilarious.
Meet Dave? Yeah. You know, it made like $20 at the box office. Yeah. Right. Necro Butcher body slam. Chris Hero with the chair on his back, and Chris Hero very, very wisely just rolls immediately into the ring.
Smartest decision he's made all night.
And he's bringing Necro Butcher into the ring, and he's sure as hell not going to go onto the outside to fight Necro Butcher. Necro Butcher, resident of goddamn West Virginia, and you know what they say about West Virginia, Chuck Taylor?
What's that?
It's almost heaven. Almost heaven, West Virginia.
I've been there. I've been to West Virginia.
Have you?
Yeah.
The Blue Ridge Mountains, the Shenandoah River?
Been down through there.
Life is old there, older than the trees. It's younger than the mountains. flowing like the breeze. Did you know? Actually, not a big John Denver fan. Chuck Taylor, showing his age.
The young boy.
That's right. The young buck. Not the youngest buck. The youngest
that
buck.
kid's 19. Do you know that?
Nick Jackson, Nick Buck. Wow, I didn't know that. He's the best man at his brother's wedding today.
Yeah.
Now let me.
Oh, he just ran and headbutted him.
Wow, running headbutt to the face, just leveled him. 1, 2 count only. Now let me pose you this question, Chuck Taylor. Of all the men in this building, of all the people in this building, of all the people in Burbank, California, of all the people in the state of California, do you think Nick Jackson is the only man to be a best man at a wedding and receive a brainbuster today in the state of California?
That's a tough one. That is a tough one.
Look at this, Necro Butcher. Slow and steady wins the race. We saw him beat Eddie Kingston with this. The crossbody off the middle rope. No!
That's a drop kick right to the gut. That'll knock the wind out of you.
Drop kick to the breadbasket, and Chris Hero, I'm not even sure he knows what he's doing after that. A little bit dazed as he rolls to the outside, trying to escape the wrath of Necro Butcher. Now Necro following Chris Hero to the outside. This is not where Hero wants to be. As Necro Butcher punches him in the face again. You know, on ProWrestlingGuerilla.com, on the roster page, it lists Necro Butcher's finishing maneuver as the punch.
And there's a trash can to your head.
Wow, Chris Hero, he's got to be seeing stars.
I can't punch people hard enough without killing myself, too.
I'm worried about breaking my fist in that instance. And, yeah. Oh, look at that, Chris Hero, I believe. Now we got a really bad angle on it. I'm sorry. Our commentary is not going to be that informative. Perhaps we should have saved our small talk for this part of the match.
There's a kidney shot, I think.
There it is, and Necro Butcher, he is in deep trouble after that kidney shot. Could be looking at years and years of dialysis.
Oh,
but
and there's Barry Bonds. Time is not.
Oh, look at how fat and white he is. And
Necro.
Boot to the midsection by Chris Hero. Goes to send Necro into the wall, but Chris Hero instead just goes splat into the wall. Necro Butcher trying to, or actually not trying, he is really laying into punishment to Chris Hero. Getting a running start and sends Chris Hero for a ride into the chairs.
Yes. You saw Necro Butcher kick Chris Hero when he was up in this wall. There's a lot of guys in this show. Davey mentioned who throw, kicks.
Oh, just throws the chair this time.
The shin. Necro just stomps on him.
That's right. Look at this. Everybody is helping out Necro Butcher destroy the Pro Wrestling Guerrilla World Champion. Look at this. Necro Butcher just piling chairs on Chris Hero and his lifeless corpse. Oh my God, again and again. More and more chairs on the chrome body of Chris Hero.
Necro may have worn himself out.
That is a very highly intensive cardiovascular workout there, throwing the chair like that.
Oh, we're falls count anyway.
Apparently so. No disqualification, falls count anyway. Aaron Hassan is the junior official here in Pro Wrestling Guerrilla. He can make up the rules. He can change things on a dime like that.
Is it anywhere in the building? Is it anywhere in California?
Who knows? And now Necro Butcher's got a full hand of Chris Hero's eyes and perhaps even the nostrils as he's bringing him back up to his feet. Stumbling towards Chris Hero, stumbling towards our position here at the commentary table. And
smartly avoiding his gimmick table.
Necro Butcher. Oh, he hit him with the tripod. And he puts it back like a gentleman.
Now he's
choking him. He's choking him with that camera bag. Necro Butcher, though, on the receiving end. That shot to the midsection. Oh, Chris Hero hit him in the face with the camera. I believe that's Scott Loft's camera. Scott Loft has a cottage industry where he bootlegs Pro Wrestling Guerrilla DVDs. And the winner of this match will go on to face Scott Loft. And Necro Butcher went to wing that chair at Chris Hero, but Chris Hero avoided it, and it crashed into
innocent bystander Nigel McGuinness.
Yeah, Nigel McGuinness, who's got his work cut out for him tomorrow. And we see a procession of people walking past the commentary booth. Hey, what's up, man?
Come on, Necro.
Now Chris Hero, he's got Necro Butcher. reeling. And
forearms, man. I don't know many guys in the States who forearm harder than Chris Hero.
Chris Hero, of course, is
there's a punch.
He is a hard hitter, and Necro Butcher. Oh, he's got the bag. He's got the bag around the face of Chris Hero. He's trying to suffocate him like a newborn child. He's like an unwanted pregnancy. That's how he's treating Chris Hero.
Oh, after the late-term abortion.
The very, very late-term abortion, but attempted abortion by Necro Butcher. Now, I'm not even sure. Oh, there we see. Into that military paraphernalia.
Can't see anything.
No, where did they go? Rick Knox is trying to help Aaron Hassan restore order here. This is a brutal contest, Chuck Taylor.
It's a melee is what it is.
Now imagine if Necro Butcher goes on to defeat Chris Hero in this match.
Who would he face tomorrow?
He would face Scott Lost tomorrow.
Scott Lost.
And then imagine if Necro Butcher would beat Scott Lost, beat his semifinal opponent, and be in the final match tomorrow. Do you think Necro Butcher would be a favorite to win the 2008 Battle of Los Angeles?
I don't see how he's not a favorite.
He's not a favorite right now because Chris Hero has him locked in the cravat. I'm not sure what happened. I was expecting a big... Oh, no, he brings him back up.
Toss him. He's got him hooked for a suplex, it looks like.
Oh, now Chris Hero is fighting his way out of it.
And the guy in the white shirt is not impressed.
No, not at all. He's walking away. Disappointed. Oh! That was a headbutt we could hear across the building. Chris Hero caught Necro Butcher right in the teeth. Elbow to the side of the head. And now, what is this? Chris Hero, I think he's trying to body slam Necro Butcher on the outside.
One guy got bootlegging your stuff there. Did you see him?
Oh, is he really?
I think he was. Looked like he was recording.
Asshole.
The tall guy in the glasses. Oh, he's got him up. Oh, Hero fights out of it.
Oh, I believe that was a knee lift to the midsection.
Incredibly agile is this Chris Hero.
He is. He's extremely agile, especially for a man of his size.
Yeah, he's like 6'7", like 390 pounds, something like that. He's a big dude.
Yeah.
He comes off on tape. Whenever you're watching him.
He's like the next Chris Webber. Chris Webber a little bit. Maybe not in the weight.
Black.
Chris Hero's
next Christian Laettner?
No, he's the next Bo Outlaw.
Standing on top of something.
Chris Hero. Where is he going? Chris Hero. Oh, he stomped on the hand of Necro Butcher. Oh, flipping neck breaker through the table.
There was a table?
It sounded like there was a table.
They went through something.
I'm not sure what it was, but whatever it was, Chris Hero jumped off something high and crashed on something hard. A 2 count only, says I believe the crowd and Rick Knox. The crowd has been deputized as the officials in this match. It was the concession table, Chuck Taylor. That is the note I have just been passed. That, you know what? As Commissioner of Food and Beverage, that is my jurisdiction. They're taking money out of my pocket. That is shitty.
This is awful. Take it out of their paycheck.
I think I will. I'll have to find them.
You're going to have to buy a new table for that tomorrow.
Don't remind me. And I'm sorry we can't keep up our enthusiasm, but oh my god, I got another table.
Those tables are like $40, $45.
Yeah, plus tax.
It's California.
I think here it's 8.75.
6% in Kentucky.
Like Michigan as well.
I got a buddy from Delaware. No sense.
Yeah, I know. That's you know what? That's why those businesses set up shop in Delaware because. Oh, what has Chris Hero got in store for Necro Butcher?
What else can you do to the man? Give him the Buffy Blockbuster through a table or something.
Blockbuster. Chris Hero really digging deep into his arsenal to defeat Necro Butcher. And I mean, I guess if there's anybody you'd have to dig deep for, it would be Necro Butcher.
Oh, Necro took an awkward spill off those chairs.
And you know, the crowd is they are hushed after witnessing this tremendous violence we've seen here.
Hero's got a garbage can lid. Oh, and now he's gonna kill.
Oh no! Very nearly had a civil lawsuit there. That man in the
BWG fans, not big Ultimate Frisbee fans.
That man in the Red Sox shirt, he had it coming. Chris Hero, he is no Captain America. I think he is. He much more resembles a different superhero.
Well, he's still alive.
That's true. And he's wearing, but he's wearing Bizarro colors. So I don't know what to say about Chris Hero here. And
there's a zombie.
Roderick Strong giving in his 2 cents, saying Chris Hero is a zombie.
Captain America's a zombie.
Oh, he's not a zombie. He's just dead.
Roderick Strong thinks he's dead.
No, Roderick Strong's misinformed. Roderick Strong's text messaging. What do we expect out of him? Roderick Strong can't see the monitor. You can't see the action that's going on right here.
Can't see that vicious chop to the chest. His chest is going to be cookie dough at this match.
That chop landed with a thud, not a slap. Necro Butcher pulling off his shirt, revealing his physique to the ladies here in Burbank. But Chris Hero rolls underneath the bottom rope and brings this match into the ring.
Oh, but Hero's got some toys in there. He's got some plunder.
The plunder is right. Caught him right in the teeth with that kick.
You don't need a trash can lid when you drop kick the guy in the face.
Now Chris Hero, he's got the trash can.
With a primal yell, he's going to let Necro. He's coming with that trash can.
But Necro Butcher's still dazed after that kick. And look at this. Rolling elbow! Just dented that trash can and dented the head of Necro Butcher. Chris Hero flipping senton. And Necro Butcher, I thought he might have been stuck in that trash can. But instead, he just had his ears compressed and touched one another. 1, 2 count. STF! No, Hangman's Clutch, you're right, Chuck Taylor. Necro Butcher, he's got it well scouted. He's covering his head. He's ducking and covering. He's preventing Chris Hero from locking in that Hangman's Clutch.
Hero's got something in mind.
Necro Butcher, small package, inside cradle. 2 count only. Very nearly a 3 for Necro Butcher. Punch to the midsection. Punch to the face avoided by Chris Hero. Big backslide. 1, 2. No, Necro rolls forward. Hooks him in. Almost like a maestro. 2 again. Necro Butcher kicks out. Necro goes for the punch. Chris Hero reverses. Hits him with the rolling elbow. Rolling elbow. Caught him on the side of the head. And Necro Butcher is down. 1, 2. No, Necro Butcher kicks out.
The bell was almost rang. This match, I can't believe it's not over. What do you got to do to Necro Butcher to kill him? There's a few Humvees outside.
That's right. He could be placed in front of the artillery cannon. Send those shells a very long range. Could send one right into the face of Necro Butcher. Perhaps that would stop him. But you know what, Chuck Taylor? I'm not even sure that would.
I can't believe that anyone has ever defeated Necro Butcher. He's got the choke slam.
He broke out of the choke slam. Puts him down in the center of the ring. He holds on. He's got a vice-like grip on the throat of Chris Hero. Brings it back up. Tiger Driver. 1, 2. No! Necro Butcher very nearly had a 3 count. But the Pro Wrestling Guerrilla World Champion Chris Hero kicks out at 2.
Now, if Necro wins this match, is he the champion?
No, it's a non-title match. But if he wins this match, he would definitely shoot up the ranks. I think he would have to become the #1 contender by default.
Necro going up top. Saw Matt Jackson earlier with that, or Nick Jackson, excuse me, with that 450. May have something in mind.
Crossbody up the top. Chris Hero rolls him through. 1, 2. No, Necro kicks out at 2. Chris Hero went for the rolling elbow, but Necro Butcher caught him ahead of time with that punch to the face. Running punch to the face, midsection. Chris Hero trying to cover up. The Hadron Collider in the corner. His fist colliding with the particles of Chris Hero's body. Repeatedly. Those blows to the face and midsection. And Chris Hero's just worn down. It's no DQ. Aaron Hassan, what are you doing? You're a madman. Chris Hero boxing elbows in the corner. Necro Butcher staggers his way out. Chris Hero gets a full head of steam. Rolling elbow shot. Catches Necro Butcher right on the jaw. Oh my God, he just elbowed him on the ear.
Rabbit elbow in the back of the head.
And now Necro Butcher sent to the ropes. Another elbow. Necro is staggered. He's not going down.
He's bleeding from the mouth. He may have lost one of his 4 teeth.
Oh my God, Chris Hero just rattled him with that. Diving elbow, caught him on the side of the head. Now he's got him in the Hangman's Clutch. And Necro Butcher taps out to the Hangman's Clutch, and he advances to face Scott Lost tomorrow night in the 2008 Battle of Los Angeles second round. Chuck Taylor, thank you very much for joining me tonight, and thank you for your contributions in the 2008 Battle of Los Angeles.
Opening match loser. You guys